I'll tell you when it comes on. Maybe we need to ask Ange if there's a difference between when I say it is on and when it's actually on.
Yeah, I think we should ask, because I hate for people to not be able to hear us when we're live.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're live right now.
Awesome. Okay. Well, good evening, everybody. And for all of those that are catching this on the replay and you hear a little chatter before, it's because we are waiting to see if the live stream is coming up on YouTube for all of our friends that join us live, because we've been told that we are cut off in the middle of what we're saying when the live stream starts. So we're trying to work that out. But thank you all for being here. We are so thrilled to have another exciting bling party tonight. We've got some of my mom's pieces. We've got some Weiss. We have some Juliana. We have some Victorian. So we do have quite a fabulous array of brooches. And most importantly, joining us tonight is Nate from New Zealand. Welcome in, Nate.
Thank you, Katie. As always, my favorite day of the week. And you are absolutely rocking this new brutalist brooch. I just love it. Katie and I found a lot with two brutalist brooches, not one, but two. And that's one of them. It's such a beautiful piece.
It is. I tell you, Nate is like my brutalist fairy. He finds these things and like, I don't know if you're going to be mad if I send this to you or not, because, well, it's really cool. So we got two fantastic brutalist pieces. And I think actually that both of them may be boucher. But what's interesting to me is that they're not marked. There are others online that are marked in different variants. So I have no idea if these are copies of the bouchers, if they're actually boucher, but they were a fantastic buy for the pair, and I am loving wearing them. So this is very, very cool. So Nate, thank you for that. But we've got some hellos to folks in the chat. So let's start off with Perla's Precious tonight. Welcome in, Perla.
Hi, Perla. Welcome in. That's a new photo. That's lovely. Virginia. Hi, Virginia. Yep, that's right. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers, and a happy day to all those who aren't mothers as well.
Yes, a very, very happy day, and a special day to all of the fur moms out there that take care of furry children. I know that Louie is celebrating me here, and that's always very exciting. So big happy hug to all of you guys. Let's see. Lisa is here coming in from New York. Welcome in, Lisa.
Hi, Elisa. Welcome in. Lovely to see you as always. Patricia Wishon is here as well. Hi, Patty Cake. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Patricia. Glad to have you. And Dee Dee Buys is here.
DB Buys, I think it is.
Buys. I am so sorry. The font on StreamYard,
It's
honestly, guys.
so small. Yeah.
And I don't have good eyesight as it is. So if I mispronounce your name, I don't mean to. It's just that it's very small. So I'm so glad you liked the beautifully wrapped package. That just makes me so thrilled.
Fantastic. Welcome in, DB. Lovely to see you again. Rosemary's here. Hi, Rosemary Jolie. Lovely to see you.
Hi,
and Greg.
Rosemary.
And Greg as well. Hi, buddy. Nice to see you, bud.
Hi, Greg. Good to have you. And yes, it has been so rainy here where I am today that my internet has just not been working well. So thank you all for your patience while we were getting ready to go live.
It was totally my fault. Usually it's Katie, in all honesty. I'll chuck you under the bus here.
Oh, really, yeah. I'm usually the one that's running behind, or something comes up, or my computer's not working. But
but today I was in Pamela's, and I just completely zoned out. I was having a good time in Pamela's, and all of a sudden she finishes, and I think, oh, there's somewhere I need to be right now. So yeah, that's Angela, our moderator. Fantastic, Angela. And she will moderate the sale for us. We can't do it without her. We've proven we can't do it without her. So Angela will be calling the stops, the starts, and announcing winners and things. And we have not banned Angela from the giveaways.
No.
There was rumors, there was talk. Most of it was me. Truth be told, most of it was me. But
so you were spreading the rumors, Nate.
Yeah. Totally. But no, Ange never knows the letters for the giveaways, and she always gives them away anyway. So we would never ban inch from the giveaway.
Angela works so hard. Honestly, I don't know how Angela does it. Sometimes she mods for D on top of she mods for Pam, and then she mods for us. So she has a super long day in the chats. And I know that we all love the vintage community and it's fun to be a part of. And Angela enjoys the sales, but man, she works really hard. So everybody just take a minute and thank Angela really for all that she does for this community, because it's astounding. So of course I'm happy for Angela to play along in our giveaways. Let's see who else is here. We've got Nikki Moss in the house.
Nikki Moss. Hey, Nikki, lovely to see you. My friend Janet Green is here as well. Hi, Janet. Welcome in. Snowberry.
Snowberry. Welcome in, Snowberry.
Hi, Snowberry. Welcome in.
And Patricia is here. I think we already said hello to Patricia, but hello again.
Tammy's here. Oh, Tammy Renee Walker, how lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. I know we need to talk. Nate's stuck in the alley and his privies. I haven't heard in a long time. Privies.
That's a good word, but I think Nate was stuck in the alley and his privies tied to the radiator. For all of our new friends here, don't worry, Nate is not actually tied to a radiator. This is a very long-standing joke within our chat, so it's all good and fun. Yes, but Jennifer is here, so welcome in, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. And Jeannie Blaylock is here. We have how many of Jeannie's pieces have we got tonight? Two?
We have two very special pieces that arrived today from Mom, and I am very excited about them because they are stunning. So you won't want to miss those. Let's see who else. Oh, yes, a quick shout out to our buddy George. If you don't know what's going on with George, he has been diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, and he will not be doing as many shows as he receives treatment. So if you do have a little bit of extra change, or you just want to send George some well wishes, anything really is helpful. And the GoFundMe link for his support is here, but also watching his videos on YouTube, letting them play in the background just to get some ad revenue is also a great way that you can help out George during this difficult time. So George, we love you and we're thinking of you. You are honestly just one of the best people in the world. And we really are rooting for George. So let's see. Melanie is here. Welcome, Melanie.
Hi, Melanie. Lovely to see you.
It's always good to have Melanie in the chat. So lovely. Let's see here. Did we say hello to Greg? I believe we did.
Yeah, we got Greg, but Kim is here. Desert Gal Curious. Hi, Kim. Lovely to see you. And Debbie K.
Debbie K is here. Welcome in, Debbie K. Thank you so much. Yes, I absolutely love this jacket. There is a Dillard's clearance center. Now, if you guys don't have a Dillard's clearance center in your area, see if there's one semi nearby you. It is amazing. You can go get deals on clothing of all kinds, and sometimes it's up to like 80% off. And so I got this fabulous blazer that retails probably at several $100s at Dillard's. For just like $55, and it is wonderful. It's silk lined. It's, I think, made in Italy. It's a killer deal. But what was more exciting than the jacket and this pin is recently at the thrift store, I found this fabulous tie that just matches this jacket perfectly for 99 cents. So you can't beat 99-cent Italian silk tie with a already discounted Italian blazer and a Brutalist pen. So I'm very happy about that. Let's see. Christy's here. Welcome in, Christy.
Hi, Christy. Lovely to see you. Robin Cormier is here as well. Hi, Robin. Welcome in.
Rachel. Rachel's joining us. Welcome in, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. Welcome in. And Nettie's here as well. Welcome in, Nettie. Karen is here. Karen Gillette is here as well. Lovely to see you. And Gavin.
Karen and Gavin's here too. Karen, I just want to give a shout out to because she also helps us with the sales, and we could not do our sales without Karen. So thank you so much. And Gavin is here as well. Gavin and I have been chatting records all week. And I'm pretty sure we both have 2 records on our want list that I hope we find soon, Gavin. But it's always fun chatting vinyl with you. Let's see. Kathy Bonnevalen is here.
Hi, Kathy. Lovely to see you. Oh, thanks very much, Perla. We have some stunners tonight. We really have some stunners tonight, both of us. We had a lot of fun picking out the brooches for the sale.
We really do. Oh, Mom's trying to spell boucher. You know what? It is a very strange spelling. It sounds like Boucher. If you're looking at the spelling, it's Boucher, Boucher, but it's pronounced Boucher, which I know doesn't probably make a lot of sense. But it is a really fantastic company, and I just do not find a lot of Boucher brooches. But they made a fabulous line of Boucher animals, and I do have a couple of the animals. And actually, how I learned about Boucher was my grandmother gifted me a Boucher poodle. And that was the first brooch I ever wore and fell in love with brooches. So Boucher is very special to me because of that. And I started collecting more of the animals. And I think I've got a basset hound now. And I have a little wiener dog.
Didn't you get a golden retriever as well? Wasn't there a...
Yeah, I did get a golden retriever. I found one at an estate sale. So I've been slowly collecting the animals that I think are super fun. But then they made like a trolley car, and I have... they had some gorgeous brutalist pieces. Oh my gosh. And a peacock and just stunning stuff. Yeah, they are top of the line. So Boucher is a name to look out for. Sylvia Lee is here. Welcome in, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. Christy M is here as well. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Christy. And Janet Green is here. Welcome in, Janet.
Janet. And I think
Jelly Bean, how cute. Yes, Louis says hi to Jelly Bean.
The Everyday Crafter as well is here. That's not Leslie? I know it's not Leslie. I'm sorry, your name has evaded me for this short moment. Welcome in. It's lovely to have you here. Well, Maria Ramirez is here as well. Maria.
Hi.
Do you mind if I announce sales? Some people are having to support George. Not at all, Silver. We will encourage it. Please do.
Please do anything to help George. I mean, I've had the pleasure of meeting George several times, and he's just, I cannot say enough wonderful things about George. George is fantastic. So we're glad to help him out. Natalie is here. Welcome in, Natalie. So good to see you.
Hi, Natalie. Welcome in. Angela is so gracious about winning. She so often shares the win with others. She is gracious.
Yeah. Angela's fantastic.
Sharon Sue. Hi, Sharon Sue. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Sharon Sue. And Joan Plavier, your favorite last name, is in the chat.
Hi, Joan Plavier. Lovely to see you. It looks like we froze for a short moment there.
Did we?
Sorry about that.
Let's see. Adara is here as well. Welcome in, Adara.
Hi, Adara. Natalie, the link is for a what is that, YouTubing? I think the link is for sales possibly that are going to the benefit of George the Antique Nomad. Certainly there's a link in the chat to his GoFundMe.
Yes, I think there is. And then I see lots of people sharing links for different sales that are benefiting George, which is so amazing. We really
Rachel,
community.
Rachel says Rosie's Auction House is having a benefit sale tomorrow. Burner Brothers, and then Dagny will follow after Kate on Whatnot on Monday.
Good. That's fantastic. So guys, go over there and support them. And even if you can't financially buy something at the sale, just even having the viewership and sharing it on your social media is a big help too. There's lots of ways non-monetarily to support if you can. And my buddy Nick is here in from Chattanooga. Nick, we must catch up. It has been too long. But I am so glad you are tuning in the chat.
Hey, Nick, buddy. Nice to see you. Katie, did you get the email I sent with photos of the sash pin brooch?
I did, Christy, and I've not had a moment to respond, but have no fear. We will look at it after the sale when I finally sat down for a little bit of time. I feel like I've been running around all day. I went to 3 estate sales this morning and picked up some really cool things. and have been running errands all afternoon. But it's really, really good to have you in, Christy. And I do have your email. Joe S. is here. Welcome in, Joe.
Hey, Joe, buddy. Nice to see you. Hannah Webb as well. Hi, Hannah. Lovely to see you too.
Good.
Nick, did you feel the earthquake today? Where was the earthquake?
Oh my gosh, there was an earthquake. Crazy weather.
Barbara Umbundo. Babs is here. Lovely to see you, Babs.
Good to see you, Barbara. That's fantastic. Yeah, we've been having some crazy rain all day, which has been really nice. Well, once I got inside, I love rain when I'm cozy inside with a blanket. I think it's just the best thing ever. But when you're out running errands in it, it's not the most fun. But welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody's safe today from crazy weather.
Apparently, Tennessee today there was a earthquake.
That's crazy. Sylvia Lee is in, and she says tomorrow noon there is a benefit sale for George. Oh yes, at Rosie's Auction House.
Rosie's Auction.
Wonderful. I have never in my life felt an earthquake. Some people did, but I was further east of us, closer to Knoxville. Oh, good, Nick. I'm glad you're okay.
Well, I felt plenty of earthquakes. We get a lot of earthquakes here in New Zealand.
You know, it's crazy. My elderly neighbor, Maybell, who lots of you guys know, lived in California for years. And she would say that she preferred earthquakes over hurricanes because at least, and this is sort of morbid to say, but she's like, at least in a couple of minutes, you'd know what the damage was. Like if you were dead, alive, or if your house was okay. And she's like, with hurricanes, you evacuate, you don't know, and the waiting's awful. But I would rather have the hurricanes because at least you can prepare to evacuate, which is, I think, a good thing. It must have been terrifying being with earthquakes, but there she's like, you get used to it. You stand in the door jam, you do all the things, and you just hope for the best. But that's so scary. So I'm yeah. Louis is not afraid of thunder, and I am so grateful for that. But now if it does get super loud like it did earlier, she will bark. But I don't think she's afraid of it. So I'm lucky for that because every afternoon in the summer here around 3 o'clock, it rains like clockwork, just pours, thunderstorms. So I'm really grateful she's not afraid. You've usually slept through all the earthquakes you've had. Okay, well, that's at least, you're not there to be scared. You're not awake to be scared for them. Okay. Well, I think we should start with a giveaway.
Yep, I think we're caught up. So the giveaways, people, are open to everybody. You don't need to intend to purchase anything during the sale. We will cover the postage. It is letters of the alphabet. You can guess as many times as you like, but one guess at a time. Good luck.
Good luck. Adara's right. Maybe Louis sometimes should be afraid of something. But she is not, and she fearlessly eats things without a care in the world. The other day, she had her first carrot. I do not feed her people food because I don't want her to get in the habit of eating more things that she probably shouldn't have. And what did Louis do? She got sick with the carrots. So we will be no longer giving carrots to Louis, but she is a delicate little dense nugget of love.
Hey, we have a winner. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to send to you the winner, Katie, so that you can just confirm for me.
Yeah, let me know who you see. But I think I see the same person. And tonight, I didn't mention what the giveaways were. We have some fabulous mystery postcards. I know a lot of you guys love our postcards on the show. And so I have been collecting some special postcards for giveaways. And I thought it'd be fun to do some mystery ones. So let's see what Nate says. So I can announce the winner for our first mystery postcard, which is very exciting. Angela just texted me that this is rigged. Very fun. Oh, I am so glad that I checked with Nate because I have a different person. So,
okay.
Yeah, I see it. It is Sally, Thrifter.
Sally.
Sally.
You for umbrella for Sally. Well, and welcome in, Sally. Lovely to see you.
So glad you're tuning in, Sally, and congratulations on winning our mystery postcard. Very exciting.
I just saw that who came in? Dan Ferris came in as well. Nice
Dan,
to see you, buddy.
you don't like carrots either. You're Team Louie. Okay. Well, that's fun. Jen Weeks is here. Welcome in, Jen Weeks.
Jen, hi, Jen. Lovely to see you.
Yeah, that's very exciting. That Jen is here. Let's see, who else am I missing? I don't think anybody else.
No,
I think we're all caught up. Fabulous. Okay, so tonight we have some very special pieces. We like to pull every so often. Well, we like to have great pieces all the time, but each time that we do these kind of special sales, we like to have like 2 sales or so in a row where we just pack it full of really, really good stuff. So tonight, these are more special things that Nate and I've kind of been like keeping around for a while because we just can't seem to part with them. But now we want to share them with you because they are really fabulous.
It was tough last week.
Yeah,
I think the fact that we did it and sold, or certainly for me, that I did actually sell pieces that I just didn't want to sell, and I knew I was being a bit of a hoarder with them. That it's actually made me feel a little bit more okay with it this week, you know. But oh yeah,
last week. I'm sorry, folks. There was one brooch. I just at the very last second, like 4-5 minutes before the show, decided that there was just no way I could part with it, and I did end up having to pull that one. But we made it. If you want to go back to that sale after this is over, I did give you all a tour of my closet. Because a lot of you guys asked for that. We just kind of took a field trip over there, which was fun. So,
look, Brudden's treasure chest. There's a couple of guys, and I am so bad with names. I think it's Mark and Mike, but I'm not 100% sure. It'll probably be Steve and Tony or something, and I've got it completely wrong. But Brudden's treasure chest. Welcome in, guys. I missed the Greek photo of Nate. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get that photo back up there. I'm not sure why it won't. I may have actually deleted it out of my cloud. That's a possibility because I went a little bit crazy in there.
Bruce and Dennis.
I was so close with Mark and Mike. Sorry, buddies. Bruce and Dennis. Sorry.
Well, we're so glad to have you guys in the chat tonight. Your name.
There's Noel going Bruce and Dennis. Hi, Noel.
Hi, Noel. Good to have you here.
And Chastity's here as well. Hey, Chaz.
My best friend is here in the chat. Welcome in. So glad to have you. Okay, let's get started with our first item tonight.
Apart from maybe the housekeeping.
Oh, yes. Oh, gosh. I don't know why lately I have been forgetting that. I was so on top of it. Okay, so we're going to jump into the housekeeping for all of our new people that are in the chat tonight. So if you do claim an item from either Katie, well, that's me. I'm reading the screen here. If you claim an item from either Nate or me, please do send the following information to my email. That's katie@katiescreations1.com. I need a couple of pieces of information. So that's your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address with zip code, and your PayPal email. Now, Nate is from New Zealand, but because Nate has all of his stock with me, we are able to combine shipping for all the orders that you purchase tonight, and they will ship from Florida, and we'll be able to give you a great combined rate through Pirate Ship. Now, we do ship internationally. Anywhere in the world that Pirate Ship ships to, I can ship to you. Just keep in mind that international rates are a little bit more expensive. On average, it's about $10 to $20 to mail something to Canada. I've mailed into the Netherlands before, and it was about $14. Sometimes a little bit more, give or take, over there. But we are able to ship internationally. In the States here, it's around $3 to $4 roughly on shipping for the jewelry items. Of course, if you do get one of my mom's pottery pieces tonight, that's a little bit more on shipping. Do keep in mind that there is a lag tonight, and we do everything we can to combat the lag, but we can't make it completely go away. So there's a couple of things you can do to help with the lag so that you can get the pieces that you really want. Make sure that you are in all messages if you are on a cellular device, and live chat if you're on a computer. Top chat really shouldn't exist. It's kind of a useless option. So just go ahead and toggle on out of that. When bidding on items, you will often see yourself first. You are closest to your own internet. So just kind of refresh through the evening to make sure that you are up to date with the feed. Now, Nate, we have introduced a new sale rule, which really probably should be added to this. But we always try to do things the most fair that we can to have our bidders in chat. So can you explain that to folks?
Yep, sure. We possibly need to bribe and into making a new graphic for us that includes this. It's just simply that you are able to outbid yourself. Just please be mindful that if you are the highest bidder and you slip another bid in there to secure the item, you are outbidding yourself, we will take the higher amount. So please be aware that you can outbid yourself. Karen Fitzgerald is here. Prairie Stone Karen, it's really lovely to see you. And Dennis is here. Hey, buddy.
Dennis, welcome in. We hope you get some fabulous things tonight. We're so thrilled you won last week.
It says, Nate, I know you're in New Zealand, but why don't we see you? I feel like you're the wizard behind the curtain because I have a face for radio. It's really unfortunate. Sylvia, I have a face for radio. Very shy about showing my face. So that's why. And Ange says there, Nate's in witness protection program. But yeah, I'm just not up for viewing.
Nate is in the Poodle's Alley Witness Protection Program, and she's really the person you want when you're in witness protection.
Sharon is here. Sharon Spencer. Hi, Sharon. So yeah, I never show myself.
Yes, welcome in, Sharon. And let me see who else yes, Rachel was asking me if I'm Ohio bound this week. Unfortunately, Rachel, I'm not headed to the Springfield extravaganza. I would love to make the one, I believe it's in September or October, but I'm just not sure if I'm able to do Springfield this year. And I'm super bummed about that because there's some wonderful people there. And of course, I love getting to see you in your booth, but I think that, I will not. I'd be at this extravaganza this time. Let's see. My hubby has a relative in the witness protection program. Wow.
Oh, and Mike 1165, buddy. Nice to see you.
Welcome in, Mike. Good to have you here. Poodle's Protection Services. Yes, exactly. You want Poodle. Okay. So we're going to start off with our first item tonight. And this is starting off, Angela, at $26. And it is for this fabulous bracelet. Now, I'm going to let Nate just tell you all about this. And if you want to match Nate, if you want to match me too, I have one of these now. So we can be bracelet buddies. But this is a fantastic piece.
I totally love these extender bracelets. Honestly, I really do. And I'm going to keep buying them every time I see them. I think they're fantastic. It's a feat of engineering, this concertina chain, the stretch chain. It really is. And when you look at the amount of rhinestones you get on the average brooch, this is a lot of rhinestones. This is a lot of hand setting of rhinestones. It really is beautiful. I've got one. I even wear it occasionally. Katie's got one, and who else has got one? I thought there was a third person.
I think Angela now has one. Does Angela have one? Yeah, I think we all have one, but I will tell you that this is the most comfortable bracelet. You don't even know you have it on after a while. It just fits on your wrist so beautifully. Oh, Angela does not have one. Well, I know Nate and I have one, but I'm not sure who the third person.
Cheryl, my friend Cheryl Ross. Hi, Cheryl.
But I love this because all of the rhinestones are prong set. This was made probably in the 50s. And if you've ever seen one of those coat racks or hat racks where they're crisscrossed and they fold together and expand, it's exactly like that. But look at it. It's a bracelet. Isn't this just phenomenally cool? I love it, and it's
and you're right when you say how comfortable it is to wear.
yeah,
And I mean, I'm a dude. I've got sort of hairy wrists. I've got quite hairy wrists, and they often get really badly pulled in watch bands. And for some reason, this does not do that to my wrist.
yeah.
It's almost like there's more opportunity for it to do it, but once it's on your wrist, they're all closed. It's not like they're open at all, so it never actually pinches your hair.
See how smooth that is on the inside? I mean, it's just fabulous. I remember when Nate and I first got one of these bracelets because I had never seen them before, which is surprising because we see a crazy amount of jewelry through our travels and our research and things. And when Nate got this bracelet, we both literally were on the phone for at least 30 minutes, still talking about how incredible the singular bracelet was. We couldn't figure it out. We were like, this is amazing. And then we got another one. And so Nate kept one. You know, he loved it so much he had to keep the first one he got. And then I got a second, I found another one at a store, and I said, Nate, we've got matching bracelets. And now we're
It's Gay. It's Gay's here. My cousin Gay is here.
Okay.
And she says,
one too.
I had the third one, but only briefly. My granddaughter Ruby now has hers. Oh, you're not feeling very well today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry, Gay. Yeah, this is fabulous. And I mean, it is in wonderful condition for its age. I think, you know, a lot of times you find these and they've got issues, but the rhinestones, I mean, are really fantastic in this. Very sparkly, just a lovely, lovely vintage piece. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown. I see Jenny Mac in at 26. So here we go at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid. And then this will accommodate a lot of wrist sizes because of how stretchy it is. And it is very cool. It's stretchy, but it's classy at the same time, which I love. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. Rachel has one. I did buy a milk glass one from you at Springfield. Yes, that is. You're the person I got one from.
Oh dear.
Fantastic. Jenny Mac, congratulations.
Patricia says, hello, Gay. Any juicy tidbits about Nate? And my cousin has the nerve to reply, I have a catalogue of juicy information on the blue-eyed wonder. Oh, you're going to love it when it arrives, Jenny. Honestly, it is the most comfortable thing, and it's super glamorous as well. The sparkle is just spectacular on those rhinestones. You're going to love it. Thanks so much.
Okay, I had the pouch for this, and then I don't know what I did with it. Today has been my day of misplacing things, which is just crazy. And it's here because I literally had it 2 seconds ago. Oh well, I've got it marked down, so we're all good. That's the only bracelet we have tonight. Nate is delightful.
Oh, Dennis, don't sweet talk me because I totally go for being sweet talked. Yeah. We're cousins. You've got 54 first cousins.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Gay and I are first cousins.
You should do one of those suspect sketches for Nate and use it as his profile. That would be a good one. Okay, so we are starting off with a fabulous little brooch here. And this one I was so pleased to get because I just think that it's so different. And, you know, I've seen a lot of peacock brooches. I have never seen one that I think really just catches my eye. Because I think that sometimes the design on peacocks personally isn't as successful as they could be. And this one I just think is so cool. So
Dennis has got 36 first cousins.
Wow. 36.
Yeah. Patrick, Greg and I, we have over 100 first cousins. Oh, I know there are lots of,
Wow.
it's not just Patricia and Greg and Susan. There are other siblings in there as well. That's a big family, 100 first cousins.
That is insane. Wow. That's totally wild, guys. Yeah, that's hard to believe because I mean, we have a fairly large family on my mom's side, but I wouldn't say that many cousins, probably like 10. Mom probably can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, that's crazy. Oh, Adara says she's got 34, maybe 32. Wow. And Lisa says, I've got 2. And that's okay. That's amazing. Okay, so this piece is going to start off at $22. Now, I do want to point out it has a little bit of vintage wear, but it was so fabulous that I had to have it, and I hope you guys will enjoy it too. It is this fabulous peacock, and what I want to show you is the enamel is missing a little bit underneath his chest here, but when you wear it like this from the front, you don't really notice that the enamel is missing at all. But I do want to point that out, but that is a little bit of an issue with this guy. However, I just think the design is fabulous. I love how they've used the rhinestones to make up his tail feathers, and they are yellow, which you don't often find in vintage jewelry because the yellow is very hard to make in the glass. So I think that makes him really unique, and I love that the top of him is just plain. You really get to see the detail in his feathers and his face. And then the back has all of the big spray of rhinestones going down. He is mid-century era. He has his symphony of rivets, and he is just fantastic. He makes me so happy. Absolutely stunning. He is 3 inches, so he's a really good size. He's gold toned. And I mean, just look at him sitting on a lapel. I mean, just fabulous, if you ask me.
Welcome in, David Steinauer. I hope I've said that right. Welcome in, buddy. Is that David?
Yes, yes, it is.
Adora's brother, David.
Yes, that is Adora's brother. Yep, that's David.
Hi, buddy. Nice to see you. Oh, David's such a cool guy.
Yeah, David is awesome. David is right now working at the Mars base, which is very cool out in Utah, which is just amazing. So yeah, David is just so fun. So I'm glad you're here, David. David and I have been to metal concerts together, which is really cool. So we always have a good time. Okay, so let's get this little peacock on Betty to show him off. And I just think that he is so fantastic. He'd look really good on a hat. There's so much dimensionality to him. We'll also get him in just a moment on a vintage postcard, but he is so cool. And I do think that he's very, 60s. He's got kind of that look to him, but the Yellowstones are fabulous. Okay, so let's get him on one of our vintage postcards.
Jacqueline, welcome in, Jacqueline. Nice to see you.
Okay, now I thought that I had a really cool peacock postcard. However, I cannot guarantee that I can find it. So let's see. We're going to put it on this postcard here because I think that it matches well. This is the pepper trees out in California. Beautiful postcard from 1941. So we're going to get our peacock friend on our little postcard. I love these. You can put them in flower frogs and display them this way if you don't want to wear your brooches, but they also look great on hats or bags. We saw so many brooches at the Met Gala this past week that were just and guys are wearing brooches too.
Yeah, so many dudes wearing brooches and rocking them. Really cool.
I'll read Adora's comment here in a minute, but we will start the countdown on this fella. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and big end.
Big end.
Yes,
end.
good end. I tell you, today I am just a little out of it. Let's see. Are hose like spaghetti trees?
Those like spaghetti trees.
They do sort of drape down like that. That's crazy. Let's see that. Bell end. We could ring a bell. Rachel, congratulations. That is headed to you for $26.
Yeah, that means something completely different here. Completely different.
That's going to Rachel. Now, I do want to highlight Adara's comment because she said that Mom and I have matching heart rhinestone brooch for you, but you'll have to borrow it from Isabella, which is Natalie's granddaughter. And I think that it is so fabulous that they all have matching brooches. So if you have a grandchild or a kiddo or someone special in your life, get matching brooches or at least similar brooches, because I think that's a really great way to share in some of the fun and have a special connection, which is great. All right. No, I wish we had gone to the Met Gala. That would have been fun. But we were watching it live on camera. You can stream it through YouTube. And honestly, Nate and I...
Jenny just has to pop off because she's anchoring tonight. She's filling in. Jeannie, thanks for popping along. I'm sure your Julies will do fantastically tonight.
Yes, Mom. Have a great shift, and I'll see you tomorrow. So Nate and I were watching the Met, and I just have to mention this because I don't know what the cameraman was doing for the streaming of the Met Gala. I don't know if any of you guys saw that, but Nate, tell everyone about how terrible this camera is.
Well, we were right. It was Katie and Angela and Christy Garza, and we were all watching the Met Gala, the red carpet, which wasn't red, obviously, this year, blue for some strange reason. And we were on the Associated Press site, and the cameraman, it was almost as if he was intoxicated. And it was just so painful. His working of the machinery was just so bad. We then ended up going to Reuters, and the Reuters cameraman was directly over the other side of the room. So we kept pausing it and sending each other screenshots of who we thought the Associated Press guy was. And we narrowed him down. I think we knew who he was at the end.
And he was a guy that was standing there with an iPhone, clearly streaming, shoveling handfuls of peanuts, not even looking at the audience while he was just haphazardly waving a phone around. And I thought, like, how terrible for you. But also, he was zoomed in. Like, imagine someone zoomed in on an iPhone, like you're trying to take a picture of a bird that's really far away in your yard or something. And then he would zoom in like on someone's shoes and then whip the camera really hard across the audience. And I mean, I got so dizzy. We had
seasick.
It was awful. But at least we finally got to Reuters where we could see more of the brooches up close. And there was a guy that had this black suit with 3 kind of Art Deco marcasite and black onyx brooches. Oh my gosh, guys, it was fabulous. And he was wearing a brooch on his bow tie, like on top of it with rhinestones. Chef's kiss. Fabulous outfit. So take some time after this and look up the Met Gala stuff if you haven't seen it. It's just really special. Okay.
So what have we got next?
Our next brooch is probably one of the most special ones we have in the sale tonight. This is starting off at $42 because, well, it's a Juliana, and it is just fabulous.
No, sorry. Just this one is not the Juliana. I could not confirm this at Juliana. The Juliana is the Rivoli one. So
the Rivoli. I'm sorry. This could be Juliana. I should take that back. We're not sure, but it does have a lot of prongs, which is very common to Juliana. So we don't know that this is Juliana, but the quality is there.
Yeah, this is a lot of brooch. It's like, is it 2 3/4 inches? It seems bigger, really, but I think it's 2 3/4.
Let me just double check. Yes, this is almost 3 inches. It is 2 3/4 inches in size.
These lovely frosted marquees and the ABs. This is such a strong, strong design. This was one that I had probably passed by for sale more than a dozen times. Yeah, of course, it's stunning. But as I say, I was a little bit inspired to rip the Band-Aid off really quickly after last week, and this is one of the ones that I would have kept myself.
This one is so good. The frosted stones are in immaculate condition. You've got the AB stones mixed with those marquees, and honestly, the design of this one is like, it is so glorious. Yes, exactly, Natalie. I love when brooches have all this open work in the back where you can see straight through. The light really shines and it allows you to see what you're wearing sort of poking through underneath. It is just stunning. I've not seen a brooch quite like this before.
It is a bit peace sign like, yeah. I get that. Oh, it looks great. It looks fantastic from there.
Yeah, it is artfully designed. And look at it on the hat. I mean, come on, that people will notice you in this brooch. And to me, this is totally red carpet ready. Yeah, it does. Put an LED and a small battery behind it, and it would just sparkle like no tomorrow. I'm going to get this on Betty and show you what it looks like on a black background. I think that will really help it pop. And I love when brooches have all of these rhinestones that are claw set, but the prongs are not just your average prongs. When they have so many prongs holding it in, you can just really tell, to be honest, the quality. And this is just a fantastic.
Oh, that's spectacular. Can we also try it on the beige? Someone said that it looked good on beige, and I think it would. Suzette Bunting. Hi, Suzette.
Hi, Suzette. Welcome in. Yeah, we'll try this on our Sophia and see what Sophia looks like. I think it would look good on anything. And wedding season, you know, is coming up. And I think that if you're doing a special bridal bouquet made of brooches, this would be, oh gosh, on the beige, that's stunning. That is the moment.
So pretty.
Absolutely gorgeous. But if you're doing a bridal bouquet and you want to do a bridal bouquet made out of brooches, this would be fabulous. I also think groomsmen, wedding season, wear a brooch. Like, come on, you could totally kind of bring in the bride's vibe with a little bit of brooch on your lapel, which I think would be fabulous. So let's get this on a vintage postcard and we will count her down. I'm going to put her, speaking of wedding season, on this fabulous little postcard from the 1900s. Will you be my beau? I think this is super cute and just perfectly gorgeous with this one.
Oh, it's so lovely.
Yeah, it is. So we're going to start the countdown here. This one is starting off at $42 in the chat. Okay. So let's start the countdown on this stunner at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in, friends.
Oh, it looks like it'll be staying with me a little bit longer. No,
no. Surprise, surprise.
Not.
Okay. I think this one is, I should wait for Angela. I will wait for Angela. Noelle.
Fantastic. Thank you, Noelle. I thought for a second there I was going to get to keep it.
Noelle, that is fabulous.
Sylvia Lee says, I need to find the perfect brooch to wear to my son's wedding. Well, you tell us what you like, what colors, and I'm sure
what outfit you're wearing, or if you have an outfit picked out, and let us know. We might have something that we can outfit you in that would just be gorgeous.
Thanks so much, Noelle. You're going to love that when it arrives. It is just beautiful.
You are truly going to adore that because, Noelle, that is a fantastic piece. I still remember when Nate got that one in because it's just so good. Okay. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Let's do this one here. Okay. Now, this reminded me so much of double crescent moons, which we have a lot of folks that love moons in the chat. I love moons. And this one I just think is a beautiful design. And it is green with slender marquees. Oh my gosh, it's just stunning. So this is starting off at $32. And it is a piece that I have just not wanted at all to part with because it is so fantastic. But it is stunning. The gorgeous double crescent moons. You've got the little rounds. I love that the rounds at the end are different colors. You've got kind of this peridot green on the end paired with a lighter kind of lime mint green in the center. And this brooch can be worn any way in which you want to wear it because of the pin back. And it is just fantastic, you all. Now, this one, to my surprise, does not glow. I was shocked at this, but
brutal.
Yeah. So
we almost have given up even speculating on what will glow and what won't, you know.
Look at that. Is that not amazing? So it is 2 3/4 inches in size. So it is a very good size. And you could totally wear it on your hat this way at a little jaunty angle. It's just totally gorgeous. And I love the green stones. I think that it just adds something extra, that color.
Zoe A. Welcome in. Zoe is a friend of Adara's, I think. Welcome in, Zoe.
Welcome in. I think the design of this is really successful because they've used not only the crescent moon design, but they've used the 2 rounds to kind of break up those marquees that slant at a different angle. And I just think it is so pretty. And again, those different green stones at the end, amazing. All cloth set. This one is not signed, and I wish I knew who made it, because if I made something like this, I would want to know, you know, that I would want people to know that I did it. But this one is not signed. So it is just an unmarked beauty, and it really is special. So
welcome in, Amy Wilcox. Welcome in. It's a new name. Welcome.
Okay, so
Zoe is our family friend who loves all the vintage. Oh, cool. Welcome in, Zoe.
Really cool, Zoe. Dennis.
Oh, Dennis.
I'm so sorry, buddy. No, this one is staying with me for now. But if I do decide to sell it, I will keep you in mind, Dennis, for this one. But
yeah, we just found this one.
I just found it, and I'm kind of partial to it. Okay, so let's get this on one of our fabulous vintage postcards and count this beauty down. It is quite a stunner. Oh, actually, you know what? I think this needs a nighttime postcard. Yes, it totally does, because they remind me of moons. So let's get this on. Ooh, how about that postcard? That would be good. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to get this on this fantastic postcard of the Jefferson Memorial at nighttime in Washington, D.C. Beautiful linen postcard from my grandma's collection. And oh my gosh, is that not fantastic? Wow. We will start the countdown on this guy at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Ruth Ann, welcome in.
That's a new name, Ruth Ann. Welcome. So I'm assuming some of the folks here tonight are out of the US by looking at their names. I don't know. Do we have out of US people like me? Tell us where you are, if that's the case. We'd love to know.
All right.
That goes to Ruth Ann. Well, that's a new name. Ruth Ann, would you be so kind as to send your details through to Katie? Angela will put the email address in the chat. Just your real name associated with your YouTube name, and the email address associated with your eBay account, your address including postcode.
Yes, so and your PayPal address, Ruth Ann. Thank you so very much. There is the email there, and of course it's on the screen. Oh, it's not on the screen. I say that, and it's not here. I forget that I turned that off for the podcast. Okay, yes, PayPal, not eBay, but we're all squared, I think, on that. Ruth Ann, that is a gorgeous brooch, and you are going to adore that when you get it in person. It is really
okay. We missed something from Adara. I need a beige, gold, terracotta, or burnt orange one for Joshua's wedding.
Oh,
so we need something in that colorway of beigey, goldy, terracotta, burnt orange. We'll have a look. Thanks very much. We'll have a look. Yes. Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. How lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. Well, welcome in, Ruth Ann Willis. It's lovely to have you. It's nice to see you, Sylvia. I hope you're doing well. I hope Raul's doing well as well. Whenever I say that, it just comes out as being almost gibberish. I hope that Raul is doing well as well.
That's a real tongue twister, you know. That's like saying red leather, yellow leather, or rubber baby buggy bumpers. That's a hard one to do.
I see David wants something for himself in the same colorway.
Okay, so we will keep an eye out. I will bring Adara some selections on Thursday when I see Natalie, and maybe I'll leave them with her and you can pick out what you would like. But that's fabulous. Adara's brother is getting married and we are so excited. Wow. Okay, so the next one is pretty cool. And I actually, Nate and I both have consulted some people on this one because we had a lot of conversation about the age of this one and, you know, all kinds of things because it's really special. So this one is starting off at $45. It is one of our Victorian pieces. Wouldn't you say Victorian, Nate, for this one?
I'd say this is Art Nouveau, so certainly the end of Victorian, but probably more into a Nouveau period. Katie spells it Katie. Yeah, she's you're an IE, aren't you, Katie?
Yeah. Yes. Hi, Pam.
Wow. Pamela Blanchard.
Pam, so good to see you. Pam does a sale just before us, and if you guys are looking for some laughs before our show, definitely check out Pam. We love Pam around here. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
Love Pam.
So this is absolute classic and high Art Nouveau. It's brass. We talked about it because it looks like a buckle. This a buckle that was converted to a brooch, and we decided that it wasn't a buckle converted to a brooch. It was a brooch in the form of a buckle. And we decided that because the inner piece, there, not the brooch fitting, but the inner piece there doesn't move. It's never moved. It's never been a buckle. It is a definite. And we talked about this, and then we went to someone that we know has some great expertise, and it was almost verbatim that they said exactly the same thing as us. So it could be Victorian, but it seems more Art Nouveau to me. So it could be anywhere from, I don't know, 1890 through to 1930, but we're really looking at an antique. These are getting harder and harder to find. I mean, I never found a great amount of them, but I seem to be finding it more and more difficult. This is, I think, one of the last ones I've been sitting on. What is the start for this?
So this is starting off at $45,
which is a great price. A great price for an antique brooch like this. I've certainly seen less attractive sash brooches and fur brooches, or it could well be a shawl clip or brooch. It's such a nice example. And again, this is one I've kept out of all of them because I've sort of thought I might actually keep it, but.
And what I think is cool about this is the possibilities, because, you know, obviously it's a brooch that looks like a belt buckle, but then I also see this little hook piece, and I think to myself, what if you turn the brooch this way and change something to the middle, like a little picture or medallion, and now you've turned this beautiful Art Nouveau piece into something that you can wear, but also add just a little bit of something extra to, if you felt like you wanted to wear it that way. Now, it can be vertical, but my favorite thing is to wear these sash brooches at the collar, buttoned up, obviously not with a tie, but they just look so fabulous at the collar with a suit. I think they're really stunning. And this does have a C clasp, so it helps us date it a little bit. And you can see it's definitely got a little bit of wear due to its age. But I mean, come on, this guy's been around the block a very long time.
And this is like what I would say is as a really nice amount of patina on
the
it.
Patina is gorgeous. It just makes it.
Yeah, it could. Could well be shawls. It is obviously because the thickness, the girth of that pin as well. It's a girthy pin. But as I say, I'm finding these really difficult to find now.
They're becoming really hard to find, definitely more expensive, and I've not seen one at all like this. And we have gotten quite a few lovely antique pieces in. So this one is really quite special. We're going to go ahead and get this on one of our postcards, and I do have the perfect postcard for this. Let me just pull it out here. Oop, wrong postcard. Okay. Oh, well, this postcard has disappeared from my stack. I've got Angela's fabulous dividers, and I do not have this postcard. Where did it go? Oh my gosh, I must have put it in the wrong category. So what we'll do...
What years is Victorian? Victorian is 1836 or 37 up to 1901. 1901.
I found the postcard. It was in the wrong section. So this is one of my favorite postcards from 1912. And it says, "My heart just goes a-bumping when I see you pass along. I don't know what the matter is, but there's surely something wrong." So we have our fabulous little postcard. This great brooch covers her a little bit. But we will start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid ends. Yeah, a big pearl dangling from it would just be fantastic. It would look wonderful. Okay. Yes, I know. Angela did a great job with the dividers, and I'm the one that put the postcards back in the wrong section. Even though
Sorry, I misspoke before when I was giving directions, and apparently I said eBay instead of PayPal. Yes, and Angela's just sent me a little message saying, "Hey, you plonker, it's PayPal, not eBay." What the hell's wrong with you?
Janet. Yay.
Janet.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much. Janet, honestly, that's a bargain. That's a great bargain. Thank you so much.
I know, Angela. What are dividers for? And I know lots of other folks who are bidding on that as well. So I do have another Victorian piece that's a little bit different than this coming up later on in the sale. All right. Let's see what we've got next. Ooh, okay. Let's do one of my mom's pottery pieces. Now, if you guys have been here a minute, you already know the whole deal. My mom is an incredible potter, and I just love the work she does. And of course, it's fun to be able to collaborate with her with my jewelry and her pottery and bring together something that I think is really fun. And my mom has been super excited about incorporating vintage when she can into her pottery. So my mom works with porcelain and she works with earthen stoneware. And I want to show you an example of a porcelain piece because porcelain is incredibly hard to work with. And she has probably made at least 7 jewelries in the last short amount of, well, takes actually a while to complete one of the jewelries, but out of the kiln in the last couple of weeks, and about out of 7, 2 of them survived. Porcelain cracks, and this is an example of one of the jewelries that did not make it. It is very, very hard to work with porcelain. So these porcelain pieces that did survive the final.
Okay, don't no, that's all right, sweetheart.
Go ahead.
Gay's not feeling very great, so she's going to go back to bed. I'll talk to you soon, sweetheart. I'm sorry you're not feeling well.
Feel better, Gay, and rest up. I'm so sorry. Okay, so one of the pieces, or actually 2 of the pieces coming tonight, are some of the special porcelain pieces that did survive the kiln. And this one's really neat because it incorporates vintage porcelain with other vintage, with real porcelain that's new, that my mom threw. And I think it's just beautiful. So this one is starting off at $45 in the chat, Angela. And this one is so special. It is an adorable little vintage inspired glass bird sitting on a beautiful pond with a lovely, lovely little brooch that my mom sourced for this. And she has thrown this particular porcelain piece with cracked glass in this beautiful white design, sitting on top of a Royal Bayreuth piece of china, which I think is so lovely. Now, I particularly love these little dishes Mom's been doing with the pottery because they've got this nice little rim here that you can incorporate all of your jewelry. So it's a great little dish to put your rings, your earrings. I've got some fantastic little clip-ons that sit really well around the rim here, and they make it so easy to access your jewelry, see it all displayed, and then you get a fabulous little bird friend with it as well, with a piece of porcelain that my mom did. So I think that these are just really spectacular. I love how we can incorporate the vintage with the newer porcelain pieces as well. And that bird is stunning. The cracked glass is everything. These have to be fired multiple times in order to achieve the final result of the porcelain as well. And to me, it looks like this bird is just sitting on a fantastic pond of ice. That glass is so clear and so amazing. The glaze on the porcelain is so shiny. So this one is very special. And I will give you a little sneak peek into my mom's studio. She sent me some photos today. And this is the pieces that she's been working on recently in her garage, and she's throwing some lids there. But this is a fabulous piece, and of course the clay comes in a big mound, and then it magically appears into these wonderful shapes and designs after lots of hard work and skills. So this is a very sweet little piece, and if you're looking to get a jewelry, now is your time to get a fabulous one, because Mom only has a few of these with the vintage china underneath. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and start the countdown on this guy. And I love these again for basically anything that you want to put around you to make you smile. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yes, I love the dish too. Beautiful. Hours of work goes into these, and my mom is always so proud of these jewelries, and I think that they are really special. Okay, I see Rachel. Rachel's picking up that one. Oh my gosh, Rachel, you're going to adore this when you get it in person.
Lovely.
It is so lovely. Okay. Yay. These are just really, really unique. Okay, great job, Mom. I absolutely love this. Now, I am going to bring one other jewelry tonight. We've got two of them available. And this one is inspired, Mom said, by the whole brooch. She was captivated by the finding on the back, and she didn't want to take it off as she normally does. She wanted to incorporate it into the design, and I think that's very cool. So this one is also starting off at $45. And this one has a lovely pink stunner with a hand-thrown porcelain piece in the middle. It has a gorgeous flower paper transfer underneath that cracked glass. And then you get this lovely, springy, adorable floral Royal Standard plate out of England. There's the back stamp there. And this is just really so beautiful. But Mom wanted to leave the pin back on the brooch as if it were just sort of sitting on its little dish, ready for you to wear, which is just fantastic. I love the design of that. And this brooch does glow. It's got quite an amazing little glow to it here. Pink and almost peachy colors under black light, which is just marvelous. My mom spends a lot of time crushing up the glass and figuring out what glass will work together, because surprisingly, not everything that you buy at the thrift store turns out to be fully glass. There's some elements we found in certain pieces that feel like glass that when Mom's crushed them up and utilized them in the pottery, they have not melted in the kiln after several firings. So then that piece has to be completely thrown away. So there's so much trial and error in figuring out.
What is it that wouldn't that looks like glass that she would crush that wouldn't actually melt?
Well, that's the interesting thing. We don't know.
That's weird.
It's weird and it's very random. So sometimes we'll get pieces and we'll utilize the glass and it won't work. But vintage marbles have become a very good tool for Mom in the world of glass to add. And sometimes she'll do multiple different colors to try to achieve the desired effect. But I just love the cracking and the depth to that. It's so beautiful. And of course, the vintage findings are amazing. So, my mom does sign her pieces normally. Yes, Jacqueline. But with these that are attached to the vintage saucers, they are not signed on the bottom. However, every piece does come with a handwritten note from my mom, and she includes it in a really special box. So you're getting kind of a whole presentation in one with a little note from the artist. So yes, they normally do come signed, but with these, they're a little bit different, but you will get a note from my mom as well. Okay. Oh, I tell you, my mom spends so much time working with the marbles, and they are very difficult to cooperate. But my mom gets a sledgehammer and actually works that way. So there's so much involved with all the different things that Mom does, and she's always trying things. She tells me that she gets up in the middle of the night and we'll go and check on a piece that's in the kitchen glazing area to see, did this little piece like stay on? Did it work out? Did it dry right? Did it, and she'll come in the middle of the night, set an alarm and go check on it and fiddle with it and then go back to bed. And so it's really, such an exciting thing to see these pieces come to life after sometimes months of planning, designing, trying different things, working with glazes, figuring out temperatures. It's really a whole amazing science. Angela, yes, in a bag. That's the best way to get them crushed up. Oh, Hannah, you're going to love the bird piece. I can't wait for you to get that. It's spectacular. Okay, so let's start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Would you care to highlight Cheryl Ross's comment?
Yes, I know, Nate. I know exactly what.
Cheryl, I said this to Katie, I think yesterday. We talked about this, and I asked exactly the same question. When are you going to be turning more of your pens? And Katie said that her workshop was a mess and she needed to clean it up. And yeah.
So, yes, Cheryl, to answer your question, I do want to turn pens again. In fact, I miss it. I miss working with my hands. I miss being out and among the sawdust. So I just need to get working on my writing pens again.
Yeah, they're writing pens, and she turns them out of exotic woods, and they're all really, really beautiful. I have one. Katie gifted it to me, and I love it.
In fact, I might have one right here that I can, if I can get to this drawer, I think I might be able to. If it's here, it may be in my bag. If it's not here, oh yes, I believe this is here, and I can show it to you. So I turned pens, and when I moved into this apartment building, I got a garage, and I have all the equipment set up, but I never got all of my pegboards and things hung up. And of course, with the summer heat, I haven't been wanting to do it. And I should have done it this fall, but things got busy, and I just haven't set it up. So I really want to get back out into the garage and get it set up and get it working. So this is one of the pens I custom turned for myself. This is a lever action pen. It opens like that. I turn the wood part here, and then I get them custom engraved. So I had my initials put on this one, and it's made out of solid brass, and it's absolutely spectacular. So I'm very, very proud of this one. I might have another one in here that I did at some point. I think that's actually sitting on my desk in the other room, made out of burl wood. But I also love spalted tamarind, and that one I think there is walnut. But I will definitely be making some of those soon, and I would love to bring them to a sale if you guys are.
They're so fancy. Heidi Esterholm, welcome in.
Yes, Suzette, it kind of does look like a bullet on the end of it. They do have some bullet pins, which were really popular, and they make dragon pens. You can get all kinds of kits for the woodworking, which is very cool. And I order some specialty kits. You have to get special bearings. It's a whole thing for the lathe. But yes, I did, Cheryl, do wood all at one time. I did. And I loved it. My grandfather was a woodworker, and so I learned everything from him. In fact, the lathe that I have, he got for me when I was probably 15, and we took pen classes together. We made guitars. I have a couple of guitars that I made with him.
Yeah. Katie's made her own guitar, people.
I have.
I'm not kidding you. She made her own guitar.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud seriously. Of that. That was very cool. So it was fun to get to do with Grandpa, something I will always
see. Snowberry says, yes, please. People want these pens, so you need to get down in that workshop, and you need to put all your pegboards up.
Yep, I need to get back to it because I miss it and I love it so much. Kim, I do play guitar a little bit. I took guitar lessons for a while. I am certainly not great at all, and I'm very rusty. But yes, the first guitar I ever had, I bought from an antique shop that's no longer there. I saved all my money, and I went down with my mom, and I bought this used guitar, and I took guitar lessons. And that guitar my friend now has, Brandon, and I go over and visit it and play it sometimes there with Brandon. But I have the guitar I built here with Grandpa, and I love it. Yeah, it's very fun. Sometime I will post a photo. My grandfather did a chess set that he hand carved all on the lathe. Every piece is different. And he wanted to make a checkerboard to go with it. And he started the checkerboard and never finished it. So that's my next big project is I want to finish that checkerboard and get it in my house. But you just got some blanks from Rockler for pens the other day. Yep, I know all about that, Joe. That's very cool. We have a Rockler that just opened up But unfortunately, I think it put my small woodworking business that I used to frequent and buy kits from out of business. They were just down the street from me, but they've since closed, which is really sad. Oh yeah, Cheryl, thank you. That's another fun little project. I need to do more of those as well, the lamps. Okay, so let's get back to the sale here. And I can answer any questions, of course, all day about woodworking, but I don't want to take up too much time so we can get through some of our pieces tonight, because I do know that it's late. But I will get on pens, and I'll have to do a tour at some point of my shop so all of you guys can see. Okay, let me get our next piece ready here. Oh, I got these out of order, Nate, today when I was taking photos.
Oh, okay. So we're on number 38, which is the butterfly.
Yes, it's here. I just grabbed it and put it in the wrong section. Man, today is interesting. All right, so our next piece. Oh, it's only 8:30 on the West Coast. Okay, that's good.
Oh,
yeah, I've got my summer planned. Yeah, I mean, I've got friends who have offered to help in the shop, and I have so many plans for it. I want to get all my pegboard hung back up. I got these really awesome metal pegboards that are already, I mean, they're in the box ready to go. I want to hang those up. I want to get my dust collection system piped through. There's so much to do that's exciting. Okay, the next brooch is starting at it's 1 3/4 inches in size, and it's starting at $24 in the chat. And this one, Nate, did we confirm that it's Juliana?
Yep, this is a confirmed Juliana piece. Tell Jeffrey to get to work. Yeah, this is a confirmed Juliana piece. So yeah, absolute true Juliana. It's a lovely little piece. It's just 24. So if you'd like to add a Juliana piece into your collection, this is at a perfect price point. Lovely quality. Although I must say, Katie, I've been poring over the Juliana website. I do so for hours and hours at a time. I finally found a Juliana brooch that I really hated. And the weird thing was that they had used the metal antennae that you see there on that brooch as a design element on a different brooch.
Oh, no.
And it just looked really, really unusual. As soon as you saw it, it was like, oh, did they have lots of leftover antennae? So they decided they'd knock this thing up. It looked real. And I love Juliana jewelry. And this was possibly the first time I've ever looked at one of their designs and thought, no, this has missed the mark.
Yeah, it is. This is gorgeous, but I'm sorry about the other Juliana that you found. Juliana is really cool because its name is not Juliana. When it was sold, it was founded in the 40s in New York, but when it was sold, there was 2 other people that had their name on it. It was D. Liza and Elster. And the interesting thing about Juliana is that they sold those pieces only with paper tags. So you can imagine people would take the paper tags off and throw them away. And then now we're left as collectors trying to figure out who these pieces are by because they're not signed. Well, a lot of them that you find out in the world, some of them out of that big pool of jewelry is actually Juliana, which is very cool. But Juliana is the nickname given to it by collectors. And it's fantastic.
24.
Unbelievable, unheard of price for Juliana. This is just a crazy deal. So if you're interested in Juliana prices are crazy because the quality is there. They use all Austrian rhinestones, and you just don't find it at prices like this. So
and I was lucky. I got this in a lot of jewelry. I didn't know it was a Juliana. They didn't know it was a Juliana. So I got the lot at a really nice price. So that's why I can bring it to you at just 24.
which is wonderful because we like to bring the deals when we can for you guys. And the quality is just there. I mean, even Juliana uses a square rivet in the back to do that Y back, that brooch finding, which round rivets are wonderful, but the square rivets are just slightly better because they're a little bit more substantial. So you get that with Juliana, and then you get this fabulous all cloth set design that's just so pretty and delicate for spring. It really is lovely. So we're going to go ahead and get this on this fabulous little postcard. I love this postcard. It's of Anne Hathaway's garden in England.
It's gold tone. It is a gold tone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's totally gold
It's
tone.
a gold tone, yeah. And they are nice quality rhinestones. They really are. But what a lovely combination of colors, that London blue topaz, that sky blue topaz, and it's almost an aquamarine color. It really is beautiful.
Yeah, it's totally a stunner. And I think that with this postcard for spring, like, look how amazing that looks. This also honestly would be killer on a little hat. Like, how cute with you could do some scatter pins around it and just have a whole little design. So it's wonderful. Okay, so let's start the countdown on this guy at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Fantastic. Gosh, this brooch is so pretty. Even the antennae, I should say. Look how they've textured the metal. That is just so cool to me. Okay.
Oh, there was some furious bidding there at the end. Am I reverberating? I hear my own audio and it sounds like it's reverberating a little bit. Is it okay?
I don't hear it, but maybe the chat can advise on what they're hearing.
And that goes to Rachel. Congratulations. Thanks to everyone who is bidding on that. I'm so glad you liked it. I was delighted to find that it was Juliana when I bought the lot. I really was. Sorry, Dennis, buddy. I hope this isn't going to be like last week where you get outbid constantly. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate your bids.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Okay, maybe a giveaway after the next one.
Yeah, we'll do a giveaway after the next one. Okay. Oh, thank you. And yes, a big welcome to the Lurkers Lounge. I always forget to welcome the Lurkers Lounge, and I am so sorry, but we're thrilled to have you guys here too. Perry Hughes says, you hear it a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, Perry.
Oh, man. Perry called me old man. How do you know if it's a Juliana? How does someone know if it's a Juliana if you're not an expert? A lot of people claim brooches are Juliana. Yeah, Melanie, what you need to Google is it Juliana? And it'll take you to a site that you can filter the parameters on what type of jewelry it is. You can filter on things like the form, if it's leaves or flowers or animals or butterflies. You can filter on colors, but I suggest you never filter on a color because Juliana has produced stones. I've had a pink brooch and I've had pink in my search parameters, and the one on the website was actually a blue example. So don't use that. It'll tell you different types of stones, and you can filter on when Juliana designed for other companies. So it's called Is It Juliana? It is an exceptionally good site.
Yeah, exceptional. We use that site all the time. It's wonderful. And we have a hardcover Juliana book.
Yep.
Here that we reference a lot as well. There's another website I've talked about, but Costume Jewelry Collectors International is a wonderful website for any type of marking that you have on the back of the brooch. You can search A to Z, and it will tell you about that company. And that doesn't really help with identifying Juliana per se, but it does give you some history on companies and different things like that. So I always like to mention that website as well, for people that want to know about the brooches. But the website here.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Honestly, people, it is absolutely brilliant. And I've caught a trick in looking through, because there are pages and pages of dazzling brooches, and it blinds you a little bit after a while. And what I would do is I would look at a thing on a brooch, like, oh, it's a round brooch and it's got 3 large stones in the circle. And when you tune your eye into that, you can actually search the pages really quite quickly. But you just need that little, oh, it's a leaf that's got 2 prongs on the bottom, and that really helps you weed through rather quickly. But it is a great resource, and I suggest everyone uses it.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And obviously these are pieces that were curated from original pieces that had the tag, so that they would know that it is legit, which is wonderful. Okay, my next piece is all glass, and it is just a stunner. It is a whopping 2.5 inches in size. So it's not quite 3 inches, but it is pretty big. And this one is starting at $36. It does glow a little bit, which is pretty cool. Now, I picked this up from my brooch gentleman that I go and visit several times a year to try to get some really good pieces from him. So I do pay top dollar when I get things from him, but the quality is honestly, guys, stuff I've never even seen he has. And it's just amazing. So I'm always really, really happy to support Richard. He's just amazing. And this one is one of his special pieces. It is crazy. It is gorgeous Aurora Borealis with blue. The center stone is this incredible glass blue faceted piece with the most amazing prongs. And I don't know if it's showing up, but this does have a glow to it. You can see it just a little bit there. But this is a true whopper. It's silver toned. And I love the alternating blue colors in this. I think that you get some of that navy, some of that really bright cobalt blue, and then you've got the Aurora Borealis alternating through the leaves of this sort of very amazing big burst. So I think for 4th of July coming up, this would be fabulous because it looks like a little firework. And honestly, it is, truly a wowzer. This is a wowzer brooch.
I know. I wasn't surprised that one she was keeping it from last week, that she was going to keep it. Stunning, that piece.
Yeah, I started feeling like I would never find another one. And then when I convinced myself of that, I said, no, I got to have that. So this is what this beautiful blue brooch looks like on Vanna White. It is really just such a lovely color, but you can wear this all year round. That's kind of the beautiful thing about blue, is I think that it's very cheery for summer. And then you've got 4th of July, so you wear it for that. But then also through the winter time, now you've got a brooch that can convert into your winter blues. So there's honestly just so many options with the blue, and the silver I think is just classic. Yeah, it is a fabulous piece. Okay, so let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. I am sorry I did not get this on a postcard. So we'll get it on a postcard. I just want to show you what this would look like on a 4th of July postcard. Because I think for 4th of July, guys, this is pretty cool. So I just want to pop this on. I meant to get it earlier, but oh my gosh, isn't that fun?
That goes to Patsy M. Congratulations. Sorry, Dennis. Sorry, Dennis, buddy.
Dennis, I am so sorry you missed out on that one, but I hope that we do have something that you love very much.
And we've got some great stuff coming up. We've got lots of scatter pins. We've got a absolutely beautiful, legitimate 1920s clip. We've got some great stuff coming. So hopefully you'll find something you like. But it's giveaway time.
Giveaway time. What?
And Angela's put another one in there that she likes for research of jewelry. But giveaways are open to everybody. You don't need to have purchased anything or intend to purchase anything to enter the giveaways. They're a gift to you. Thank you so much for coming to our sales. We know how late it is. We know there's other things you could be watching and doing. So we're really appreciative of you. It is letters of the alphabet. Good luck, everybody. Many times as you like, you can guess, but just one at a time.
Yeah,
good luck.
Just one letter at a time. But we do have some mystery postcards as our giveaway tonight. And you won't know what you're getting, but you will be getting something fabulous. Okay. So let me look for this letter. We've got lots of people guessing in the chat, which is very exciting. Oh, the chat just jumped again.
Okay, I found it, but I'm going to go back up to the top.
Yeah, just double check.
Sure.
We always got. Oh, yeah, I see it too. Okay, I'm gonna let you text me.
Sure. Okay, I'm going to go back down to. Okay, 1 moment, please.
All right, we're holding. Please hold. Okay, let's see.
Okie doke. I've just sent that to you.
Yep, I got it. Kim, congratulations. You are winning our mid-show giveaway. This is very exciting. Nate, are you there?
I am sorry. Did you get my text? I went there for a moment. So it's letter B for Bob. It's Kim from Desert Girl Curios.
Kim, yes, congratulations, Kim. You are getting that fabulous mystery postcard, which is very exciting. Oh, send to Dennis. Kim, that is so nice of you. Of course I will send to Dennis.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Dennis, I am so glad you're here, but thank you, Kim. That just means the world. We have such a good group here, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's see what is next after the giveaway. Oh my. Okay, now I know I've said this before, but this truly might be in the top, if not my favorite brooch that Nate has ever gotten, ever. I mean, of all time, out of the how many ever years we've been doing this. And that says something, because I see a lot of brooches. Nate sees a lot of brooches, but this one, I don't know. It's got the real wow factor. And this is.
I very reluctantly agreed to sell this one. And then I thought, look, I'm going to do my due diligence. And I better look it up because it's Juliana quality. And of course, it's a Juliana piece. This is an incredibly beautiful piece of Juliana. Amazing quality. The saturation on the color of the stones, they're Rivoli stones as well. It's not enormous, but it is exceptional. It's got a higher start. It has a $55 start, but when you see this, you will absolutely understand that if you see this in an antique shop, it would be $100, if not more. Wouldn't you think?
It would, and this one glows. So buckle up, folks, because you're about to see something really spectacular. So I'm just going to do it. Bam. This is wild. You've got these teal blue turquoise stones, kind of turquoisey teal, with the beautiful Rivoli stones that change color depending on where you put it in the light. And then you have the uranium green. And guys, they light up.
Just crazy, just a crazy amount of uranium. But again, So see, we've got the large Rivolis, which are reading a real electric blue. There is the teal blue marquees around. There's the 3 green that glow, but the round ones look like little Paraiba tourmalines. There's a different shade of blue to the blue marquees. It is a crazy beautiful piece. Honestly,
Yeah.
this is just exceptional. And again, this one I had turned over for selling probably for, I don't know, a year and a half or something. I think I probably
Yeah.
had.
I think you've had this about a year and a half, if not 2 years, because I keep pulling this one out. And Nate's like, no, not today. Put that one back. So I put it back. Oh my gosh. Look at it on the light. Oh, holy cats. This thing is spectacular.
And when you say that Juliana always used the very best rhinestones, the very, very best European rhinestones, you can absolutely see it in pieces like this. It's insane.
It's gorgeous. And you know, for as many brooches as I have seen, I truly have never seen this peacock color. That teal color in rhinestones, that just doesn't usually exist.
Yeah.
And so when Nate got this one, I almost did the double take because I'm like, really? Is that the color that I'm seeing? It's so beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the big Rivolis, there is something magical, let me tell you, about a Rivoli stone. I mean, look at the faceting on that. It just puts up so much light and sparkle, and it looks like you're almost looking down into a crystal clear blue pool of fabulous water in Aruba. I mean, it's just wild.
And this is that time when you get incredible design with incredible quality stones and great workmanship as well. So yeah, this is the absolute apex of brooches, in my opinion. I do absolutely love it.
Yeah, it does. It does look like blueberries. It totally does. Okay, we got to get this on the right postcard. And that is going to be a challenge for today. Let's see what I have that's fitting for this. Well, man, there's so many good ones here. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get this on this postcard for all of our May birthdays.
Oh, May birthdays. There's lots of May birth babies here.
Yes, in the chat. And this one says, may these greetings, true and kind, and happiness you find. And it is just a fabulous birthday card. Well, this isn't quite birthday. I have another one similar to it that is birthday. So I was kind of thinking that this is birthday, but it's not. But look at that together. Isn't that just something to behold?
Oh, it's exceptional.
Oh my gosh. This brooch, it's will stop you in your tracks. I mean, this is just crazy quality. Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this one. This is a real nail biter. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid an absolutely stunning piece of jewelry. Just incredible. Really, I mean, those teal stones are everything.
Yeah, it's stunning. And especially in these sales, I it's when I see how beautiful they are. Because when we look and talk about stone brooches, we're never in light like this.
Yeah,
and that looked absolutely amazing. Dennis, my man.
Yay!
Dennis, I'm sorry, Dan, you just missed out on that, buddy. Thanks everyone who was bidding on that. Dennis, you've got an absolutely killer piece. And I promise you that would have been so much more in an antique shop. You would be paying a lot more, if not double. I'm delighted that you've got it, buddy. Thank you so much.
Yes, congratulations, Dennis. I have to say, for all the pieces that you've tried to win. They're all fabulous, but this one, like,
Yeah.
man, you're gonna be so excited when you get this in person.
Have you got a big collection, Dennis? Have you got a big collection of costume? Tell us. That is a killer piece. You're gonna love that.
Yeah, you are. Okay, now this next piece is absolutely stunning. And I had this for a while because I just kind of fell in love with it. And that's really hard to let things go when you're in the jewelry business because everything sparkles and it's just so magical. So this one is a true antique piece. And I'm not sure if this one has had work done on it. But I would assume that this has, because I think this is very 1920s. It's definitely antique. There is no bones about it. But
Dan's turn. Dan's turn now.
It is Dan's turn. But I think at some point that the back has been maybe replaced with a safety catch. So I'll show you that in a minute.
Dennis says he's going to wear it to a wedding on his lapel. Dude, you are going to look so sharp, man.
Dennis, you are going to love that. That you're just going to look awesome. That is amazing. If you feel so inclined, do send us photos. But if you don't want to, I totally understand. But we would love to see you at the wedding. Okay, so this 1920s piece, and it could be earlier, but I'm speculating 1920s, is starting off at $45. It is all check glass, and it's just incredible. It's kind of a light golden sun yellow with that beautiful metal detail around the outside. And I mean, it's got a little wear for its age, but I love the cut of the stone in the middle. Nate, I don't know what cut you would call that in the middle because it's just so unusual.
I think that would probably be described as fancy.
Fancy cut.
If it was a slightly less symmetrical and the widest point was off center, it would be a coffin cut. They'd refer to it as a coffin cut.
Coffin cut.
But because that widest point, when you have it the other way around, is symmetrical. I don't know what you would call that.
I don't know, but it's just fabulous. And this glows like you would not believe. And the end stones glow this vibrant bright orange. So this is really a special brooch. Now,
not an emerald cut. An emerald cut would not bulge out in the middle like that. It would be just straight.
Yeah. This sort of looks like the Hampton Inn logo, like their signage. It has that exact look. But of course, it's antique, so it's very cool. Now, the back, as you can see, does have a safety catch, which those started in the 1930s. But I think that this brooch just has to be earlier than that. So I think at some point, someone has maybe repaired it, and it has the safety catch there. But it's all glass. It glows like crazy. And it's this beautiful golden sun yellow, which is so cool. So this one is...
It does. I'd say that's as the 1920s. I reckon that someone loved that brooch so much that they were willing to get it repaired rather than chuck it.
Yeah. I think it's beautiful. I love the little circular details stamped into the metal around the outside. And I mean, these antique brooches are definitely getting so hard to find.
I think that this
glow is just amazing.
I think this person could do with a little bit of a wash. Can we wash this? It's starting to show its age a little bit, well more than the black one.
Yes, the white one has gotten a little bit dirty. And also I keep shoving the pins in it to make it a little bit easier to show the brooches. So that doesn't help it at all. That's for sure. We're going to get this on one of our Victorian postcards, and we'll start the countdown on this because I just really love this brooch. I think it's gorgeous. Let's see what I want to put this with. Let's do this one. This one says, with fondest love, and it is this lovely little lady from 1908. This is, I would say, very deco. Very, very deco, this brooch. And it's just so beautiful. I mean, if you have a Victoriana display at your house, imagine this on a beautiful lace piece that you've got some of your uranium little boxes and your jewelry caskets and perfumes and all those things around with gloves. Just beautiful combination. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this guy at 20, 19. Yes, it is. It's Czechoslovakian, the glasses. Okay, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Check out that glow.
Suzanne says the stones look different from each other on the ends. I think they're the same color. I think it may be just the lighting.
Yeah, I think it may just be the lighting. They are the same. Yeah.
Hello, L Carver. Nice to see you. I think I saw you before and forgot. Welcome in.
Welcome in, L Carver.
There is the soul.
Oh.
To Patsy, congratulations.
Patsy. Congratulations, Patsy. Oh, that's a really nice brooch. You're going to adore that when you get it in person. It really is quite something special. Okay, let's see. Where did that one go? Okay. Patsy is getting that one. And thank you so much, Noelle, and everybody else that was bidding on that one. We definitely got some other fabulous things.
This next one I am very nervous about.
I know you are. Okay.
Hello, arts for I can't say
Artsy
artsy fartsy. Yeah, artsy fartsy.
Welcome in, Artsy Fartsy. Glad to have you here. Okay. Yes.
So this
Nate's nervous about this next one.
Yeah. So this is absolutely legit 1920. So this is high art deco. It is in beautiful condition. It is big as well. It's a grand size.
It's 3 inches.
They sell for in the hundreds. This one it starts high. I'm not going to say sorry about it. It does start at $70. It is absolutely exceptional. Junk waffle. Hi, Junk. I love this, and I'm hoping that Katie is also going to put this in the pocket of her jacket because I think this looks so cool on a jacket pocket. It is just insanely cool.
It's very cool. Now, this does have a little bit of wear to it because of its age, but for its age, it's in absolutely
extremely good condition.
Amazing condition. If you do searches on fur clips, you'll find them in much worse condition, and this one sparkles. It's just great. So get ready to behold the most magnificent fur clip. So art deco, so beautiful. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, okay, what can I do with a fur clip? Well, here's what you can do with a fur clip. If you have a jacket pocket like this one, let me stand up for you guys to see this. You can just pop that beautiful art deco fur clip right in the pocket of your jacket, and you now have the most fantastic little addition to your outfit that you would ever want to see. And it is just as absolutely gorgeous as you could ever imagine. It
has just the slightest of gentle yellowing to some of the top large stones. I saw several pieces that were in what I would consider to be shoddy condition, still selling. I saw a lot of them that had that tightly packed little stones that often go yellow with time, and they look very discolored and a little bit sort of janky. They were selling for good and high money. Look at all the foil backing on this. It is crazy.
And the foil's in really good condition. But the cool thing to me was that this foil is silver. You often see it in gold. So I just wanted to point that out because I thought it was so fantastic. And it also has a beautiful working hinge in the back that's lovely. My mom has been wearing dresses lately that are sort of a beautiful V-neck. And she has been wearing the fur clips at the V point on the dress. And they look amazing. So actually you can use these like that. The start, Angela, was $70. And look at this, guys. Now I know that I'm wearing a tie, but just for a moment, like the people at the Met, let's take a minute to appreciate how gorgeous. Oop, if I can get it to sit right, I may not be able to because everything in StreamYard's backwards. But look how gorgeous that would be.
The only ones that I found were like this, that had this size stone of this quality, were marked Eisenberg. This isn't marked Eisenberg, but this looks exactly like the Eisenberg pieces that are online, and they are all for $350. This is an insanely beautiful piece of jewelry.
Yeah, and we realize this is high, but again, it's a quality piece from the Art Deco period that is a really reasonable price considering what they do sell for. And I think it's totally mesmerizing. We have some comments. Folks are saying that it kind of looks like a chandelier. And then I love Greg's comment. He says, do sunglasses come totally
Susan,
blinding.
Suzette wants to know the measurements. I think we had, did we have a full 3 inches down?
Full 3 inches, yep. So you guys can see it on my measuring stick there. 3
and
inches.
Lots that I saw were much smaller than this as well. I think this was basically about the larger size of the comparable pieces that I saw. And this is a stunning statement piece.
It really is. Okay, so we are going to get this on a postcard, and we're going to count this guy down. And let's see. Oh, yeah, this is the perfect postcard. Our best wishes postcard. Beautifully Art Deco, kind of Art Nouveau. And I'm just going to get this on the side of this postcard and hold it up because it is a rather heavy piece. I don't want to drop it. But
it would make a lovely curtain tie.
Oh, it would.
Something like that, you know.
Very large fur clip. Probably one of the largest ones I've seen. It is like the Chrysler building. Okay, let's start the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12.
Is the clip
11.
strong enough to hold a fur shawl? It's a really solid clip, hasn't it? It's got a great action.
Yeah, a great action, and you can see the tines there.
I would go so far as to say that it's working as good as it has ever done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's fabulous. And totally, we forgot to mention this, and I'll start the countdown again. You could slip a chain through the back of this and have the
most a pendant
necklace ever. Yeah, this is just a killer piece. Oh, you don't see the spikes. Okay, let me show you. Can you see right here? Let me see. Can you see them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're there. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12.
Maybe Suzette does not like the spikes. Perhaps Suzette's worried that the spikes will damage her item of clothing. So I just want to make sure that if Susan wants the opportunity to retract, that she's got every right to do that.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. and bid, and
Hey,
I
you see that? She's, oh no, I'm in.
was, so
I'm in.
I looked away for a minute. This is crazy, guys. The fan in my office just kicked on out of nowhere, and the light that was not working just suddenly came on. So I don't know what's going on, but it's a little spooky in here right now. Let's see. That's sold is there.
Noel.
Noel, congratulations. Wow, what an incredible.
Congratulations. And honestly, Noel, I'm really delighted with that price. I honestly am. But it is up there with examples that I saw for well over $200. I mean, and it'll look fantastic in your collection. Thank you so much. And thank you to Suzanne.
Thank you, Suzanne. I'm so sorry you missed out on that one, but I know that we will have some other really special things for you.
It'll be a long time before you find one that's that large with that quality and that condition, I think. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. That that is so cool. Okay. Now let's do this piece. Okay, so I do have a Weiss piece tonight, which Weiss I think is probably next to, well, I love Boucher, I love Eisenberg.
I'm so sorry. I called you Suzanne, and it's Suzette. Of course it is. I'm sorry. I'm Suzette.
It's easy to do. The chat is small, Nate.
Noel says, I'll give it to a friend who could wear it as a tie bar at a wedding.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be stunning, Noel. I can't wait to, what a gift. That is so cool. Yeah, the former brooch owner is watching. Well, it's going to the most fabulous person. Hi, Kristen Red Resale. Welcome in. Glad you're here.
Hi, Kirsten. Nice to see you. Nate is old and blind. Please forgive him.
Okay, so I've told you all this before, but I'll say it again. I love Weiss. I collect Weiss pieces myself, so this is why this particular piece was really hard to let go of. But I was just so pleased to get this brooch from my lovely brooch gentleman, Richard. And this is 2 3/4 inches in size. It is signed Weiss, and I'll tell you a little bit about Weiss in just a minute and why he's so fantastic. But this piece is starting off at $32, which is an incredible deal for Weiss, and it is for these stunning, ultra shiny black floral pieces that I think, again, would be wonderful for a wedding. Now, let me show you the mark on the back, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about Weiss.
Oh, Kirsten is a wonderful jewelry seller, plus an absolutely amazing artist.
Oh, fantastic. Good to have
joining us.
Okay, so I'm going to get this on good old Vanna White, who does need a little bit of a wash up, so I'll have to do that after the sale. But this is signed Weiss. Now, Weiss was founded by Albert Weiss. Albert Weiss came and founded a company right after he worked for Coro. So he learned everything he could from Coro, and then in 1942, I believe it was, founded Weiss and just made some fabulous jewelry. He really understood design, and all of the stones and things that he got came from Austria. They were just the very best quality. Weiss was only around from like 1940s through the 70s. So the amount of Weiss pieces out there aren't a lot of them because people have them in collections and they're harder to find. So, and the price of Weiss, I mean, it is up there with Eisenberg. Yeah. It's up there with Juliana. It's definitely on the higher end market. So whenever I'm able to bring Weiss at an incredible price, I'm always pleased because I just don't find Weiss for under $100 in any of our antique malls. This is signed Weiss. There's the little nameplate there, and then you've got all of the beautiful rivets on the back holding this piece together. This is a japanned back, so it has the black on it as opposed to the shiny metal.
It makes an enormous statement considering it is only a few black stones that make up each flower. It had so much bang for the design buck. That one flower has got 6 stones that make it up. Honestly, it's such an impact, and I think you should have a black brooch in your collection.
Yeah.
I mean,
black goes with everything. You know, whenever I'm going out the door, like the other night I went to the symphony, my always go-to immediate thing is a white shirt with black slacks because it just works. It's classic, it's timeless, it's elegant, and it just is perfect for it. So I really do enjoy the black pieces. Now I want to get this on one of our postcards and count this down. And I think I'm having such a hard time deciding, honestly, what postcard I should put this on. But I think it's got to be this one. And this is one of my favorites. It's New York at Night. It is from 1906. And I think the colors just work really well together with this white piece. It does sort of has a morning brooch effect. Oh my gosh, that is so good together, you guys. Look at that.
beautiful.
The black, the white, and you get that paparazzi effect because every one of the rhinestones is faceted. So it just is really spectacular. Okay, let's start the countdown here on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end on this stunner, guys.
It looks great on that postcard too. It looks just fantastic.
It really does. It looks fantastic as well.
There is the sold.
Oh, Dennis came in after. Oh, I think Hannah is lagging. Thank you guys for letting Hannah know in the chat. Heidi, congratulations. That piece is headed your way. Oh,
yeah, Maria Ramirez, I think you're lagging a little bit too, Maria, sweetheart. Maybe it's a good chance for everyone to just take the opportunity to refresh the page or go to the word live and hit on the word live at the bottom of the screen, drag the red line completely across to the right, or go to your settings and turn it on to being ×2 speed. That will catch you up really quickly.
Yeah, that's a great option. Okay, thanks Nate for helping everybody out with that. I did it in Katie's site, but I don't know if I heard them say you recommended one. Maybe I was just hearing things. I recommend both of those sites, Melanie. They're really, really fantastic for looking up jewelry.
I think Melanie's asking Angela to put in the chat again one of the sites that she had recommended earlier. Yeah, I'm a fan of black. Oh, Heidi says she's a fan of black and white also.
Yeah, black and white to me is just classic. And I know a lot of people at the Met Gala, they were talking about how so many people came in black and white outfits and how sort of they could do more to jazz up, because the Met is kind of a space to be creative and do a little bit more. But I have to say, some of the people that came in just black and white outfits were classy. They looked, I mean, gorgeous. So I just always, that's a go-to for me. I think it's a color that works on everybody.
No worries, Mel. Well, we want everyone to have access to these sites. They're so interesting. They're so informative. Heidi says her first Weiss, and she's excited. That's fantastic.
Heidi, that is wonderful. I'm so thrilled for you. That is very cool. Okay. So our next piece is a check glass ring, and it is starting off at $26. And I just measured it, and it's a size 6, but it is adjustable.
Yeah,
And
fully adjustable.
I had one of these rings, and let me tell you, this is the most delicate metalwork you have ever seen on a ring. It is absolutely phenomenally awesome. And I love this, Nate. I think this was such a good find.
It's such delicate colors in the rhinestones too. I love this orangey. It's almost like a salmony orange to it. It's so pretty. I love the fact that it's more of a universal start as well. Size as well. Sorry. We struggle with rings. We find beautiful rings. People like the rings, but they're the wrong sizes.
Yeah.
And no, this is not marked Czech. It's marked West Germany, isn't it?
This is marked Czechoslovakia.
Oh, it's Czechoslovakia, this one.
Yeah. There's the mark there in the bottom, Czechoslovakia. And this is just absolutely gorgeous. This would be a good ring to wear to any upcoming event because it's so delicate. Look at the metal work on the side. I'm hoping that this camera will pick this up. I'm having trouble getting it to focus because there's just so much intricate detail on it. But it's made out of a brass and all the stones are glass. And it's just, there's so much dimensionality. I don't know if you guys can see coming off of the ring, but it's absolutely phenomenally gorgeous. All cloth set, just really special. And it does not glow, although you would think it would glow, but it doesn't. Yeah, I think for the lady looking for wedding jewelry, this would be a fabulous wedding piece. And it is fully adjustable. But
yeah, Tulip too.
Hi, Tulip. Welcome.
And
yeah, it's gorgeous. And I love the rope detail on the adjustable piece on the bottom. I think it's so fantastically lovely. And even, again, I think this is just amazing when jewelry designers decide to put designs underneath because it's something, as you can see when I'm wearing this, you don't ever really see that design, but just the whole idea that they have now incorporated that extra detail really shows you how much quality is put into something like this. I think that this is from the 40s, Nate.
Yeah, I think so too. A lot of work has gone into it. I mean, this wasn't put together or made quickly. Someone took their time, and it took an amount of time to churn this out. I mean, it wasn't they're sticking in stones with glue. They're prong set stones. It's just charming.
Trying to get this to focus, and it just doesn't want to show the up close detail. Are you seeing that at all, Nate?
Yep, I can see it. Yep.
Okay, because it's looking a little blurry on my end. Oh, the K. There, I think you guys can see that a little bit more. All right, so we'll get this counted down for you guys at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Absolutely stunning and totally adjustable, which is nice. It's a good size.
I don't know if we have anything for that, anyone for that one, which is fine. We'll bring it back at the end. And if you're watching on the replay, and you're interested.
Oh, I see, Noel. I'm not confident in buying on behalf. Yes, David, I completely understand. Yeah.
If Katie, we'll get together and we'll pull out a few things in those color ranges, and Dara can go over and look at them and photograph them and send them to whoever she likes. I'm happy to do that. Thanks so much, Noel. I think that ring is really charming. Thank you.
It is too. Yeah, that's gorgeous, Noel. You're going to enjoy that. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, let's do this.
Heidi, Katie says, I have a special request.
Sure, Heidi. Let me know what it is, and if I can make it happen, I will most certainly accommodate. Okay. Let's see. Now, hi, Anna. Mara. Welcome in.
Hi, Anna Mara. Nice to see you. Long time no see.
Okay. I have some beautiful satin glass stones next in this brooch. And I don't know who made this, but the quality of this is absolutely insane. This is you once sent a tassel with my order. Could you do that one more time?
A
tassel. Heidi, could you explain a little bit more about the tassel? And I'm more than happy to do that if you could just explain a little bit more about what that entailed. Was it a design that my mom added to the order, or I'm happy to do it if I can make it happen?
Oh, it's lovely to have you, Anna. It's lovely to have you. Yeah, Heidi, I'm not sure if you've got Instagram or anything, or maybe you could send an email if you still have it. If you still have it, take a snap and send it through.
Yeah, absolutely. Email me and we'll do what we can to get that arranged for you. Okay, so this next piece is starting off at $26. It has some incredible pink satin glass stone.
Wow.
I know. This one's a wowza type approach. It's this lovely pinwheel design, and then all the stones are glass, but you've got two different shades of pink happening here, which I think for summer, honestly, is just phenomenally beautiful. And I love that the pinwheel isn't quite perfect. You know, it's a little bit off-centered, which makes it interesting. And it's just so lovely. I can totally see someone wearing a beautiful floral scarf with this pinned at the neck to it. It would be lovely on a hat. It's gold tone, and man, it's really special. So I've had this one for a while. It is 2.5 inches in size, and let me get this on Vanna White so you guys can see the pink.
They look totally edible. They look like little candies. They look like little. I would just want to pop one of them in my mouth. They look like little sweeties.
They do, and these rhinestones here, the ones that look frosted, they are not frosted. I'm sorry, my mind is suddenly going blank. They are cabochoned rhinestones, so they're not faceted, which I just think is so magical. They kind of look like little jelly beans. They're just, I mean, it's so cool. The satin glass is just amazing. This one you would think would light up under black light, and it does not. So that's okay because it's still just as fabulous. We're going to get this on one of our postcards. Now, I do want to show it first off on this Victorian postcard with the little roses so you guys can see what that would look like. But just for fun, I kind of wanted to try it on this floral postcard that I have that you guys have seen me use so many times because I love it. It is of the cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. So we'll see which postcard we like it on a little bit better. But I think, oh yeah, that's just stunning. That's the postcard for this. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in on this fabulous little guy. Yeah, on a black dress.
The color is absolutely insane on that. That is such a, it's like bubblegum pink. It really is bubblegum pink.
It's totally bubblegum. Yeah, it's a special one. Oh, and a black dress. Absolutely, Patricia. That would be knockout gorgeous. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, let's see. I see that sold. Noelle, congratulations on that one.
Yeah.
It's headed to you. And Lisa and Nikki, thank you so much for bidding on that as well. That's really stunning.
I've got 2 lots coming up that are both scatter pins, and I know the scatter pins have been really popular lately. And we've got 2 really lovely lots, and the next one has a really beautiful brutalist scatter pin.
Yeah. This
And,
scatter pin is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What did I? Okay. Yeah. All right. This brutalist piece is so cool because I love brutalist pieces, and you often see them like in big chunky jewelry like this, but then to see it in a little scatter pin, I think is really so much fun. So I'll show each of the scatter pins individually, and the whole lot is starting off at 24, which makes that how much a brooch, Nate?
Just $8 a brooch.
So this is one. And
Bab says the tassels used to come on the Asian bag zippers that we sent out with the brooches. I almost thought that for a second I was going to say something. Do we have any of those little silk pouches actually left?
I have just a few left, I believe. So I am more than happy to send that out with your order if I do have any. The supplier I was buying those for quit selling them, and so I was no longer able to get them, unfortunately. I know that there are other manufacturers that do sell those, but they're not at the same quality that we had. So I moved to a different style of bag. But we love those. So if I can get some more, I would just love to do that because they're so beautiful.
They were so beautiful. But yeah, they we might look. We'll look into that because we will always revisit packaging and things like that.
Yeah, I can absolutely do
that. Ange says that she's got some and she'll look for Heidi.
That's cool. Good. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate that. Okay. So the first piece in the lot is this little brutalist piece, which honestly is so good. It is 1 inch in size, and it does glow. So it's got all the little cheery colors of the rainbow you could ever want. Little brutalist design. And then that stone there that's yellow does glow that beautiful orange color. So that's the first brooch in this lot. Then you'll be getting this fabulous little milk glass kind of burst brooch, very floral, very fun. You got the rivets on the back. This one is measuring at 1 1/4 inches in size, and it's gold tone as well. And then this one is the last guy in the lot, which I think is fabulous. He has a red stone in him. He is 2 inches in size, so rounding out the largest of the group, and totally mid-century as well. So you're getting all of these fun little floral pins, plus this incredible brutalist scatter, which whoever gets this, I'm totally jealous of because I think that is a great brooch. And we are going to put this, I usually have done these on postcards because they're easier to show all of them at one time. So I'm going to do that. Let me get a postcard that's a little bit more plain at the top so you guys can see all of them lined up.
We try. We actually put all the, whenever I get these little scatter pins, I put them in a one bag. And we've been getting the bags out and just putting all of them out on the table and working out which ones we think go nicely together. But of course, that doesn't mean you have to wear these 3 together. One of these might look really good with a different brooch that you have, and you might just want to offset an existing brooch with a little scatter pin. But I thought these were each really cute in their own way. As Katie said, I don't see very many brutalist scatters. The one with the little red stone and the clear is a lovely little delicate flower. And the milk glass, I've always liked something about milk glass and rhinestones and brooches.
Yeah. I love that too. I just think this combination works well together, but they also work separately, as Nate said. So you can kind of mix and match. And I've said this several times on the last couple of sales, but Adara and Natalie, who you saw in the chat earlier, they've really inspired me because they had the matching brooches with Natalie's granddaughter. And I thought that was such a sweet thing because her granddaughter lives in Utah and she lives here. And that's kind of a fun way that they can connect with their special brooches from afar on the jean jackets. But I also love the idea that, you know, kids at school could have some personality, that you could get this inexpensive scatter lot set that's not real diamonds or anything really expensive, but it adds a little personality to a kid's backpack. Because I know when I was in school and I went to a school that required uniforms, we were kind of void of personality. Everybody looked the same in the sea of everybody else wearing plaid skirts, but our backpacks were the one thing that we could do to kind of like personalize ourselves and have individuality. So I think being able to put these on a kid's backpack for back to school at any age is really fantastic. Oh, yeah. It would be. This little scatter would be fun, like attached somehow to that brooch.
Yeah, Barbara, we'll work out if we can get a tassel or a whole thing with a tassel, whichever. Yeah. We'll do our utmost to get that to you, Heidi.
Yeah, we sure
Helen.
will.
Helen's here.
Helen. Welcome.
Hey.
Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Yep, we'll try and hook you up, Heidi. We'll look into that.
Don't worry, Heidi. We'll get you all set up there. Okay. Let's see. And you have an orange or dark red tassel. Well, I'm glad to know that you guys like those and that you've still got them. They're really beautiful pouches. All right.
And it's sold to Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. And thanks everyone who was bidding on that too. I really like the scatters. I really, really like the scatters. We've got another lot coming up in just a couple of items.
Yeah. Nate, would you like to just go ahead and do this other lot? Because we've got it here.
Sure. If that's cool.
Absolutely. Now, this lot comes with a fabulous brooch that is marked Star, which, Nate, I believe, if my memory serves me, is like a Star. Star is a brand of fabulous vintage jewelry, and it's on Costume Jewelry Collectors International. But for the life of me, I just can't remember the history of that company at the moment because it's late. But it is signed, so you're getting a fabulous signed piece with two other scatters. And I'll do the same thing. I'll measure them and I'll show each one. This lot, Angela, is also starting out at $24. The first one measures 1.5 inches, and it is the one that's signed Star. And this one's made in Austria. Now, there is a little wear to a few of the stones because this guy's been around the block a little bit, but you're getting this fabulous little Star rose.
It says here, originally marked jewelry pieces as Star came from 1922 to 1940. After a trial with Gabrielle Chanel in the 40s, the company changed its name to Starrette, S-T-A-R-E-T. So this comes before the 1940s. Noteworthy, the company existed until 1995, but the jewelry products after 1947 were significantly different from the earlier ones as for the craftsmanship.
Yeah, you can tell the quality is in this one. This little scatter is marked Coro, so the same company that Albert Weiss started out at, which was very cool. Little shamrock with the faux pearls. And this guy measures, let's see, 1.25 inches in size. And then this one here.
Yeah, David. You don't want to mix those two companies up.
No, and I love Starrett tools, David. I am a huge fan of Starrett stuff. Okay, and then this one is faux pearls with a symphony of rivets on the back. And this one's not signed, but you're getting two signed pieces with two other pieces, and it is 1.25 inches for this guy. So let's set this up. We'll get this set up on a postcard so you guys can see. And this one's from 1909, even a dogwood, which I think is very cute. And the shamrock is great all year round, but particularly for St. Patrick's Day, I think is fun. But it's always good to have a little shamrock brooch in your collection. And I just think that the three go really well together.
Yeah.
I am going to move this brooch around, though. I think for you guys to see this, we need the two bigger on the outside and then the shamrock there in the middle, if I can get that to sit up to show all of you guys. Yeah, just fabulous little scatters here. And of course, star signed, Coro signed, and then a third mid-century one that's just fun. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yeah, beautiful little brooches here.
And that looks like it is going to, I'm terrified to say.
Yeah, let's wait for Angela.
Well, Angela's put a pass in, but we have got a bid from Jacqueline.
It goes to Jacqueline. Nate, could you, I forgot to write down the last lot of scatters. Who did that go to, please?
Oh, okay, hold on just a moment. That went to Rachel for 32. Okay. And I think this lot, even though Ange said pass, it sold to Jacqueline for 24. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. That's a really beautiful lot.
So
thank you, Catherine.
We'll look around, Heidi. If we can't find one that's purple and green, we'll see if we can find you a pair that we can send so you have matching colors.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Catherine. Welcome in.
Catherine, welcome in.
We're just coming towards the end, Catherine. We usually start at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's every Saturday. So welcome.
Oh, welcome in. Okay, now someone mentioned purple. Are someone in the chat looking for a purple brooch?
I know. I think it was Heidi said that she's got a green and purple tassel that she might want to match.
Oh, okay. Yep, I can do that. Okay, this next brooch is so unique. It's kind of triangular in design. And it's got these beautiful champagne taupey rhinestones with these canary yellow stones around the outside. And I love this brooch. That's why it's in the sale, because I could not let it go for the longest time. So I kept looking at it and put it back into my brooch cabinet and said, nah, not this week. But this week is finally your lucky week, because this brooch is coming to sale. It is 2 inches in size. And now this one is not signed, but I think it's probably 1960s. It just has that look. And it is starting off at, let me find this guy here on my list. It's starting off at $28. And it is just fantastic with these square rhinestones, the canary yellow, the triangular design.
That is so unusual. That really is unusual. Because those square ones, they're princess cut. They're not because of the square corner that doesn't have a chamfered corner. That's a princess cut.
Oh wow!
It's so unusual. Does anything glow on that?
Yeah. So this one has no glow, which again you would just sort of expect this thing to glow, but it doesn't. But it's so sparkly on its own that it really doesn't even need the glow, because you can see this from like 10 years away.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah. I mean, it looks to me like something the Queen of England would wear.
Yeah, it does. It totally looks like a real jewel.
Yeah, it does. And all the back has all of its foil, the back of the stones, and it's just spectacular, this one. It's gold tone, and it's got every bit of sparkle and clarity you would ever want to see in a vintage brooch. The design really, Grady, Gavin, I mean, is just special. It's a really good design. And I like that the middle is open because whatever you're wearing is going to show through. So you could do a little bit of a pattern or put some white lace under it.
Oh,
Oh,
that looks really smart.
Hers. Oh, wow. That
Wow.
is a stellar design. Y'all, are you seeing this right now? Yeah,
Wow.
wow. Holy
Rachel, yeah, look, I'll put my email in the chat. Anyone's welcome to email me. Katie's is on the screen, and I'm just going to go into the chat and put mine in.
Yeah, totally. Please email Nate. Okay, we're going to get this on one of my vintage postcards. I love these Victorian postcards because I just think they're so beautiful. Yeah, it's perfect for this bag. Sophia is looking the best Sophia has looked in years. Okay, so we're going to get this on our best wishes postcard from 1907. I know I keep gravitating back towards these postcards, but honestly, guys, they're such a good design. So I keep using them. But here this is, and actually, I just want to try it for a moment. If you guys can humor me, I have one other postcard here. Simply Feeling Bully. Let's see. This is a great postcard. This little bulldog makes me happy. I think that it covers his face a little bit, but I do think that the colors really match this well. But I am going to get this back on our Victorian postcard, our Victorian inspired postcard, and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, friends. Gorgeous, gorgeous brooch.
Oh, this is really unusual, this brooch. Honestly, it's just so different.
It is. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Did Dennis get it?
That at the collar. Look at that. Okay. That's good. I think Dennis snuck in there. We'll see if
Dennis. Go Dennis.
Yay. Bless Dennis. He has been trying for sale after sale to get things. So we got to give Dennis a little bit of an extra cheer because he's
and really that's a really good one, Dennis. That is such a good one.
Dennis, you got some killer stuff tonight, man. I'm so glad that you did. Rachel, thank you for bidding on that as well. Yeah, that's a great
stuff.
And my last brooch of the evening is starting off at $22. And this is just fun. It's purple and Aurora Borealis. So it's a great one for spring and summer. It's floral and it is 2 inches in size. It's a good size. I don't think this one glows. Oh, this one is the one that glows. Okay, this glows the craziest peachy pink I have ever seen. And I'll show it here. Now, this is probably late 50s, early 60s, but I'm leaning a little more towards the 60s. It does have the Aurora Borealis stones, which were invented in 58, were started to become widespread in jewelry in 58. So this one's really cool. Now, wait until I hit this thing with the black light. Oh, shoot. It's not going to show up. Sometimes it shows up really well on camera.
Maybe take a photo of it because when it doesn't show on screen, it does show up
on photo.
Take a photo, yeah.
Let me do that really quickly for you guys, so you can see. Oh, I was looking for my pen and it magnetized itself to my phone. That's hilarious. Okay, let me get a good. This is gonna be hard to do. Let me get a good picture of this. Hang on a minute, folks. Yeah, it just doesn't even want to show up on camera very well. But I can, you guys will have to see a little bit. You can kind of see that peachy color, but it does really in person glow this incredible peachy pink. So this one's really cool. And the purple is just lovely. The back has all of those fabulous rivets. It's silver tone. And it's just a great piece for summer, I think. So we'll go ahead. Oh my gosh, look at that on the lapel.
Yeah.
That has the wow factor. It's got the sparkle. It's just fun. Okay, let's get this on a vintage postcard, and we will count this guy down. Okay, yes. Here we go. We'll do this one. These greetings true I send to you for a bright and happy birthday. So for all of our birthday friends again, we're going to get this guy on here and start the countdown at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. I'm Team Dennis too. Dennis, man, congrats. Yes, my jacket it's an emerald green. It's so beautiful. I think, in my opinion, anyway. Let's see that. So
Lots of furious bidding there at the end.
it is a really pretty brooch. I'm glad the color showed up because sometimes purple, I just can't get it to show up, but this really came across well on camera. That's so good. Rachel, congrats. That's a good one. Yeah, that's going to look really good on your hat, Rachel. I am so thrilled for you. Okay. And
it is late. It is late, Janice. It's not late for me because it's only like 4:45 in the afternoon on Sunday, but it is late for everybody else.
we've got one more piece left before our giveaway, our last giveaway of the evening. And this is another set. Nate, we are really trying to start a revolution here, aren't we, with the clip earrings?
This is a lot of 3 pairs of clip earrings. And I picked these out because I thought these are the type of clip earrings that deserve to be converted or to still be worn or to be worn on collars or on rings for glamour. So there are 3 pairs of clips. It's only $18, so that's like $6 a pair. And I think they're definitely worth $6 a pair. And I just thought this was a pretty lot. So I'm not sure if people are going to bid on this or not. And I totally understand if it's not your game.
But clip earrings really have a lot of fabulous uses outside of just wearing them. And this one is signed. Ooh. I did look at this earlier, but I wanted to see it under studio light because I can't quite make out what this says. I do believe that this one says Austria. So when you get this in person, you know, this one is signed. But the first set that you are getting up, and in fact, let's get Bob over here. Bob is ready to model these clip earrings. Bob has been waiting an entire 4 sales to actually get utilized. So come on, Bob, let's get you in the mix. So this is starting off at 18. This is the first set you're getting with these faux pearls. And what kind of cut would you describe those stones? They're kind of like a trapezoid.
It is like a trapezoid, but I think that's actually called a Cadillac cut.
A Cadillac cut. Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's referred to as a Cadillac cut. And they often have the diamonds and Cadillac cuts either side of a central stone on a ring because they just suit being side stones. That shape it really lends itself to being in rings, and it's not a normal cut at all in diamonds. So yeah, Cadillac cut diamonds are absolutely fantastic.
Dennis, I will serve signet rings. Yes, I can do that. The next set you're getting is this delicate floral set with this powdery blue and gold with aurora borealis and faux pearls. And it is silver tone. This is straight mid-century era. no doubt. And then the last set that you're getting is these almost moonstone like earrings, and they are just so unique. Oh, let me get this on Bob here. These I think are very cool as well. So you're getting just such a fabulous array of earrings.
They're very pretty.
They're beautiful.
They're really sophisticated.
Yeah. Now, the great thing about earrings is you can use them in so many ways. And I know that a lot of people don't want to wear clips because they're pinchy, but let me show you just what you can do with the earrings. So I've got a standard band here. You can get this in gold or silver. You can do sterling. And if you've got a clip-on earring with a flat back, just slide it right on under your ring like that, clip it down, and now you have the most fantabulous cocktail ring to ever exist that can be interchanged as well.
It's so cool. And if you've got that brooch with the matching earrings and you never use those earrings, you suddenly have a matching ring.
Yeah.
And it just is such a cool idea.
It's a really cool way to utilize the earrings. And of course, you could do it that way with that earring as well. The other way to utilize these that I think is cool is if you've got a jacket like mine where you've got kind of these pointed collar bits, you can totally clip one of the earrings to the point on a lapel or a collar, and now you suddenly have a little fabulous brooch going on.
Is your boutonniere open?
Yes, it is. You could clip it.
So you could slip that and have it as just a tiny pin.
I can't put it in there. I'm not coordinated, but yeah, totally.
Husband told his wife, "Your butt is getting really big. It's bigger than the barbecue grill." Later that evening, honey, you want to fool around? Do you really think I'm going to fire up this big in a school for one little weenie?
Oh, for the late night humor. We love you, Helen. That's fantastic. That's funny. Now, the other thing and the last thing I'll show with these earrings is they really make good paper clips. So if you have vintage ephemera or postcards and you're looking for something to kind of clip the ephemera together with, look how great that is. Stick this in a flower frog. You've got yourself a little paper clip that's beautiful and functional. And if you have Christmas cards, you can run a line. Heather Elizabeth did this from Agenda. Clip the earring onto the line, and then they're instant little safety pins for you to clip all your Christmas cards to. So, I mean, great ideas with the clip-ons. We got to bring them back. So we're going to start the countdown on these, and you're getting, I'm just going to hold one of each so you can see what you're getting here, and then we'll count it down. But remember, you're getting the full set of all of them. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in.
They look, I tell you what, they look great together like that, honestly.
They do.
That's so cool.
Nate, that
boutonniere question is personal.
Yeah, the little buttonhole.
I think they go to Melanie. Fantastic.
Melanie.
Thank you, Melanie.
Congratulations. What a killer set that is. I can't wait to see what you do with it. That is very, very cool. Okay, Melanie, you are grabbing those. Well, that is all of the fabulous bling we have, but don't go away because we do have our last mystery postcard giveaway of the evening. So, Nate, will you kindly tell everybody how they can enter that giveaway?
Thank you, everyone, for sticking around with us. We really appreciate you. We know it's late. It's not quite so late in some parts. I mean, Dennis is not late, but we know it's late Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you. You don't need to have purchased anything to enter our giveaways. They're free to everyone to enter. It's letters of the alphabet. Enter as many times as you like, but one guess at a time. Good luck and thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody, for coming tonight and hanging out with us. This was a longer sale than normal, but we do appreciate you being here with us. We had so much fun, as always, hanging out with you guys in the chat and bringing some beautiful sparkle. Let's see who is.
Okay, I found the letter. I'm just going to go back up to the top to make sure that I've got the right one. Okay, I'll just send you a message.
Just send me a message and confirm. Because I think I know who this is. And if it is this person, yep.
Thanks, Kim. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kim. Angela.
It's Angela.
My goodness.
Oh, and Jane Franklin snuck in. Laurie Olk as well. Welcome to you both. We're just finishing up. Everyday Crafter as well. Thanks all of our lurkers who are joining us too. But yeah, it is Angela. Letter R for Romeo. Oh, Tulip, thanks so much for coming along. We like to be really friendly. Everyone's really nice and friendly here, honestly. So come along again.
Yeah, welcome, Tulip. We were thrilled to have you. I tell you, I feel like this is a little family, and it's just a little fun, safe space that we like to play around with vintage jewelry and hang out together. So thank you, Tulip. I'm glad you enjoyed this time with us. And
Angela says, send it to Dusty Moose.
Oh, that's so kind. That is so kind. Dusty Moose. All right, I will send that to them. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. And I'll be working on invoices Monday and Tuesday. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, so I do have some family plans. And I hope all of you guys, whatever you choose to do to celebrate Mother's Day, or if you are celebrating your dog, do that as well, because fur moms and fur dads are a real thing. And I hope all of you guys have the most spectacular weekend. Nate, thank you for doing this with me and joining in. It's always so fun.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. You do such a wonderful job and you do so much work for me. I'm so appreciative.
Yes, Angela has probably bugged the house in conjunction with Poodle, and Poodle's protection program is on getting Angela the giveaways.
Thanks, Dennis, buddy. So good to see you again, man.
Glad Dennis won some things tonight, and thank you all again for coming. And as always, I hope you will save that vintage, spin that vinyl, and mend YouTube. Bye-bye, everyone.
Toodaloo kangaroos.